Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. I'm just in the middle of helping out my guild do some territory war. I saw the enemy's wall and they had Balin's skull on defense. I don't have my light on. And giggled a bit to myself and remembered I had never seen the counter before, but I remembered that Arnold said when Balin came out that he could be countered by Imperial troopers. And so I had to take a second and go and test that out, and sure enough, I just killed a Balin skull with a really nice Datacron with all 330 speed across the board with my Imperial troopers, where one of them is 330 speed, and then just kind of walked around them in circles until they died. Quite enjoyable, I must say. Let's get the message out there, letting people know we're live. I am running a bit behind. Had to get some stuff done before stream. There we go. How is everyone doing this wonderful day? How is everyone enjoying the new update where everything takes 10 minutes to load? So far, beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm a little underwhelmed by what I heard about the light speed tokens. There's only like two of them along the pass. One paid for, one not, and the paid for one isn't even a level 5. Yeah. Level 85 Relic 1 5-star. Like, that's a little sad. Yeah. 4-star gear 12. I mean, like, the good news is at least this gets the couple characters I have left up to that level. The new update to my country may require me to fork over ID to view Wikipedia. That doesn't sound like a Galaxy of Heroes thing. Let me open up my soda. It's the Beaver. Hey, Akuma, welcome, welcome. Every time I see your name, my brain is dumb. Because every time every time I see your name, I immediately think of Hakuna Matata from Lion King. Akuma Matatas, dude. Yeah, I agree, Caleb Wheeler. Ooh. I should probably get my 5-star kicks going. Let's get our episode pass real quick. And we'll hop into some roster reviews. Don't know if you guys got in on it, but there's some pretty cool focused Datacrons if you were to take some time and get it in before the lock-in for GAC, and I think I got them all in. And it's, yeah, some pretty dope stuff, to say the least. We got, I got 2 Datacrons ready to go. The Wampacron, if you just get the first 2, you're getting offense and crit damage. So I did that. So we now have one that just has a flat 50% offense and crit damage, which is great stats. And then, of course, we can throw it on Wampa if we want and get the level 3. But then this level 3 is wild. If no allied galactic legend, whenever Lightside uses an ability, all other buffed allies assist once per turn. On Mommy Mandalore, this sounds absolutely wild. I am so excited to use this. Like, that's because, you know, Ancestral Resolve, or whatever it's called, is all buffs. So they're always buffed. And so, like... whatever any ally uses an ability, you get a full swarm. Oh gosh, like hey Lord Vader, hi friend. Let's try it right now. Mandalore. Let's see. We're looking for a level 3. There you are. Ewoks with Rolocron can get Glat down to a solo. I love that. Let's go ahead and just, I don't know, I kinda don't want to use that quite yet. Just basic. Yeah, there's all those assists. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. That's so dumb. It's so dumb. I love it. Oh my gosh. I bet you this could probably take out Leia. Like, this was already like a Leia cleanup and an almost Leia counter. I bet you with this Kron, this beats Leia. Absolutely beautiful. How is it underwhelming? You literally get one raid worth of gear per month. Because it's only 2 of them and there's no like free to play way as far as we can see to get a tier 5. So this seemed like it was going to be a free to play win. Instead, it's like even like the pass. I was assuming the pass you get 1 free Lightspeed token, 1 free of course, of the top tier Lightspeed token. But instead, no, it's going to be some kind of store, whether it's weekly shipments or just buying from the store, whatever it might be. It's just unfortunate that we're not getting anything besides these 2. Like, yeah, it's definitely nice. It's definitely an improvement over what we had before, because you know, getting a free gear 12 once a month is definitely super nice. I was just hoping for a lot more out of this. I was hoping that we would actually be able to essentially get Lightspeed bundles. You know, get 1 character per month. That's all I was hoping for out of this, was 1 Relic 5 per month, because that would be insanely helpful to like new players coming in. It would incentivize going for new stuff because you could just use it on old characters, and so it would allow you to basically start catching up overall. But instead, it looks like it's just going to be more spending on Lightspeed bundles. So like it's definitely helpful. I enjoy the fact that they're doing this. Just, since they announced 5 tiers, we were assuming those tiers would have something to do with the episode pass, and they don't. Only 2 of the tiers do. Free to players can get to that last level and take advantage of the Lightspeed tokens. I think they can. It's really not too hard to get to the end of the token or to the end of the pass if you're playing regularly. Hey Ryan, how you doing, my friend? You guys have fun. Well, the announcement specifically said the episode, what was it? The episode track and the era pass, or the episode pass, and then store. So that makes it sound like the only places to get it are the episode pass. Excuse me. And so like, I was expecting it all to be there, and it's not, which is weird. There's only one Lightspeed token we can get free to play? Yes, Ryan, that is how it's working. Oh yeah, it's not feasible for new players by any means. Like, it's definitely going to be something like, it's gonna speed up mid gamers probably is where it's gonna sit and do some stuff. You didn't finish Act 1 of Expedition 33. I don't believe so, Caleb. I don't believe so. Agreed, Akuma. So far so good, Auntie. It was a long day at work, and, you know, I got home and have been just trying to get everything done since I got home. So, it's good to be here with you guys. Who should I use the token on? Oh, it really depends on your roster. If you don't have like a use for it, always use it on, because it's, you know, for specific characters, obviously. So if you don't have an active use for one out of the characters there, use it on a character that you know you'll need for a journey. So, like, for instance, use it on, like, Hondo Naka, one of the Afro requirements, something like that. Obviously, prioritize the better farms over the worst farms. Afro is just an example. Only 3 million to bring it up to level 85. That's actually super nice. Not for me. I mean, I've got plenty of credits, but for a lot of players, that's super good. The end of the pass, Andrew. It's the last tier. Oh, just use it. That's a node I already farm anyways. Yeah, Zori would be a great option for a lot of people. Getting Zori up to Gear 12 or up to Relic would be a solid choice for a lot of people. Because it's not like she needs to be, like, super powerful. She just needs to be survivable, essentially. And you can have her do most of what she needs to do. Like, I firmly believe that a 5-star Gear 12 Zori could still beat Ahsoka. Hold on first. Garbage. Wow, also garbage. Are you at least good? Nope. You're even worse. Okay. Can you tell I'm completely out of speed mods, guys? I'm literally exclusively farming speed mods right now because I'm out of speed mods at the moment. Do we have, like, at least a health? Okay. Kix is at least modded now. Some kind of stream where you could look at people's rosters or advice in some manner of what to do next. Yeah, I wish there was something like that. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that, though. Like, I don't know. Well, let me know if you find something like that. I think it'd be pretty cool to get my roster looked at and find out if there's anything I should farm. What do you think the chances of General Kenobi being Relic 8 or Relic 9 requirement for GL Hondo? Doubtful, not because it wouldn't make sense with the farming. It's because everyone already has a Relic 8 General Kenobi. I don't think that it would make sense for them to really require it. They could do a Relic 9 requirement. It doesn't really feel good, though. What's the cheapest way to give him a 7-star by the end of the event? The cheapest way to get this character up to 7-star, if we're talking money-wise, is you purchase this pack right here, and when you purchase this pack, it opens up another pack behind this that's $70, and so for $100, you can get all of the shards you need to get him to 6-star, and then by the end of the event, you'll have 7-star. So that is $100 right there. Now, if you're talking about free to play where you're saving up crystals, the best way is to purchase this surge pack, and usually this surge pack will give you enough shards to be able to get him by 7-star by the end. And so if you're an end game player, this is a lot of what end game players are doing, is they're just saving up crystals, purchasing this pack, and then just, you know, going that way so they don't actually have to pay for the new characters anymore. But that's more end game kind of thing. But the cheapest, if you're looking money-wise, it's purchasing this one as well as the following pack. And by purchasing those two packs, you also get a full Zeta. So that's super nice. But yeah. No, I don't like the name roster review. I feel like we need to workshop that name, Akuma. But I think you're onto something there. Fair enough, Grax. Anything for you, Milton? The best benefit of Gear 12 low star tunes or relics with light speed tokens would be raid tunes. Oh, 100%. Raid tunes right now are one of the big things. That's like one of the big reasons to have relics. Is raid tunes. It's either raid tunes or people that'll transform your roster. Hence the reason we talked about Zori. Says I can take her to Relic 5 if I have her Zeta. Or you have her Zeta. Well, I mean, yeah, you could... There's not one that gives you Relic 5 is the problem. The only Lightspeed tokens... Let me double check. Yeah, not a single other Lightspeed token in this list. It is just the one that takes them to Relic 1 5 stars. And the one that takes them to 4-star Gear 12. They don't have any of the Relic 5 ones currently available for some reason. And they haven't hit them in the episode pass, like in the episode shipments, have they? No. Yeah, they're nowhere in the stores yet. And there's no new packs, right? Okay, so this is just the Slice-It bundle for the current characters. These aren't going to give one. Is there any new packs in here that we haven't seen before? Yeah, it doesn't look like they've added anything to the store yet either. He looks like a different actor besides Tamar Morrison. I'm trying to put my finger on it. Roster speculation isn't bad. Okay, okay. How to do the raid journey? Use your advice on using 2-star Zeta Zori worked awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you found that. Yeah, that was like that was my first video I made for this game. And dude, literally the moment that I found that, because I was so upset because I bought the Lightspeed bundle for Rey, and I was so excited to get Rey because it was going to be a character I didn't get forever, and I was really excited to get the Resistance Zori team because the Zori team looked absolutely busted. I could not care less about Rey in general, but the fact that I was getting a free Galactic Legend for $10 essentially, not actually $10, it was like 30, but you know, getting a Galactic Legend that easily, and like a Galactic Legend I didn't want to farm in the first place. I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. And I literally got there and I was like looking at every guide out there and was like, oh yeah, you need these Zetas, you need an R2-D2, you need C-3PO, and I'm like, I don't have JML. I don't have a C-3PO. I don't have an R2-D2. I don't have Zetas in my roster. I've got no way to do this. And then I just threw in Zori in there and it just worked. And so I was like, oh my gosh, people need to know about this. Because like AP Games had just put out a guide about it, being like, oh yeah, here's the cheapest way to do it with no Zetas. And it was with R2 and C-3PO. And I'm like, I don't have them. $100 is like just buy Helldivers 2 or something. I mean, just buy Helldivers 2 like twice. Roster roaster, there you go. I like that, Akuma. I'm just casually waiting for the roster to... Hold on, I need to get my kicks shards done. I'm sorry. I need to get them up to 5-star by the end. Currently, I'm going to get them how high? Where's my pirates? I honestly might just go and buy the Surge Pack for fun. Get my Quiggled up to 5-star to be usable in the raid as well. So 5 shards a day times 6 days is 30 shards, which means I need another 20 shards? Yeah, so probably the Surge Pack would probably be best. What comes in the Surge Pack again? Or the Slice of Bundle, sorry, not Surge. Slice of Bundle comes with... Yeah, so I could get 25 shards, a full Zeta. That's expensive, though. Yeah, that's $60. Yeah, that's not worth it to me at all. I'll probably just buy the $30 pack and call it a day. Okay. The Beaver studies. Oh, yeah. Where is it again? The weekly shipments? Yeah. Thank you. I shall take that and run. Liar Neeson. Hey, Rich. Welcome, welcome. HR accounting inspection. Yours I saw really helped me out, even though I had C-3PO and R2. Not dropping tickets back then was huge. Yeah, which it was brain dead. Like, I remember Asteroid Mech watched that video, and this was my first interaction with Asteroid Mech. I'd never heard of him, and then one of you guys reached out to me and was like, hey, another content creator used your video when they unlocked Rey, and like sent me the link to the video, and so I was like, oh, that's so cool. And so I went and watched Asteroid Mech doing it, and he had like written down exactly what abilities I'd used in what order and everything, and he was so stressed, and I was just like, it's not that hard, dude. It literally is an auto win with this, which is great. I appreciate your other unlock guides since they don't just show their god mods, but show the lower invested tunes being successful, explaining how it works. I'm glad they help. Those are definitely the ones that I put the most effort into as my my guides. My guides are definitely where we go for. So, yes, Jay, we're just now starting there. Wants to Wonga, good to see you, my friend. Can we get a couple members to get some General Kenobis in chat for Wants to Wonga? Yeah, my GI event guide is my most viewed video, and if it continues as it is, it's getting about 1,000 views a day now that the Grand Inquisitor bundle's back. And so it's gone now, and so if it continues to get about 1,000 views a day, we'll hit 100,000 views on our first video, hitting 100,000 views in about a week and a half, which would be absolutely wild. Best way to sign up for reviews is through the Discord, my friend. So go check out the Discord. There's a section called Roster Reviews, and we go through there. So the way that roster reviews work is that we have a priority of $10 members or above for our number one priority. And then our second priority is, of course, those who super chat. And then below that is anyone in the Discord in that roster review section after I send the message saying roster reviews are live. And then below that is chat. We almost never get to chat. It just doesn't happen. We just always have so many roster reviews to go through in the Discord that the best way to get a free roster review is to go through the Discord. Speaking of, I'm going to go over to the Discord right now, and I am going to put out the message saying that roster reviews are live. And so get your message ready. I will let those who are new get prepared to post their thing, because a lot of people like to preload their message and get in there quickly. So I will give you guys like 1 minute to get a message prepared to send, just so that way those of you who are new have a fair chance of getting a roster review. Finally, the best and most detailed and perfect. Please never stop reading them. I'm glad I can help, Mike. We follow your GI guide as soon as I finish the Rex for JML. Heck yeah. Yeah, I tried following your GI guide, then I remembered I had Reva just button mashed. Yeah, if you have Reva already unlocked and you can get her up to relic level, it's literally just an auto win for that. I need how many shards again? I get 45 total. I need 20 shards. Okay, then yeah, probably the Kicks bundle then. That'll probably be the best bet money-wise. Okay, and they are live. And I will go from top to bottom on our free roster reviews. Each free roster review will be 5 minutes. Our paid for roster reviews will not have a 5-minute timer. We go top to bottom, and I will delete your message as we go. If you are not here, we skip you. Can you see? Can you show us in the slice bundle? It's not worth it. It's way too expensive. It's not worth it at all. Like it's not. Like, maybe if you don't go for the last tier, I would say maybe this is worth purchasing. Getting a full Zeta and, you know, getting 10 shards for Kicks. That's, what, $15 for 20 Zetas? I don't know what the exchange rate for Zetas is offhand. But... okay, and then someone, who was it? Max the Cool. I hate how I have to do this. Max the Cool, are you in the Discord? What's your username in Discord? The original Max. There you are. Okay. Sweet. You're going to have to repost after that, and it's only our $10 members and above, so that's damn awesome or higher that get priority roster reviews. Beaver, do you think Darth Datacron is worth it? I mean, I think, dude, I'm over here taking out Leia, like, side characters with the Jawa Kron. I think that all focused Krons are essentially worth it. They're some of the best things you can do, but the problem is they're so free to play unfriendly, just because of how much it takes to get to them. The Darth Vader one's a level 9 Kron, I believe, which is going to be super nice. No, it's a 15. That's right. It's Wampa and Shorty, I think, are the level 9s. This is gonna be super nice. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's either a timeout or a win on offense. On defense, I'm not going to say this is great. I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. You can still insta-kill this. Like, it doesn't give you instant defeat immunity, so you can still bring in bounty hunters against this and kill it off fairly easily. So I don't know if I'd consider it like the most amazing thing for defense, but on offense, I think it's going to be fire. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not wrong, BA Sergeant. Is investing in Swago kind of like investing in crypto, asking her friend? It's kind of like investing in NFTs, where it's nothing that's actually of value, but you pretend that it has value to yourself. To say it's like buying cryptocurrency is like, you know, like crypto is very, very volatile and you could lose all your money. This, you're literally, you know, throwing some money out into the trash can for some pixels. It doesn't actually give you anything tangible back, even in a small amount. So. Can you try and set your Wampa on its own in GAC defense? You have to have a 5-man team in GAC. Oh yeah, the Rolo level 3 is going to be busted with so many teams, and it's whenever a light side character uses an ability, call all other buffed allies to assist, which is any ally, so you can use it on like a star killer team or something like that to be able to cause it to trigger in like territory wars, or, you know, a mixed team like pirates or bounty hunters, which is cool. Thing where was rip off. I mean, that depends on your definition of rip off, because like before I started whaling, because I was a content creator, before I was a content creator in general, I spent like $20 a month on this game to like finish up a farm here or there, you know, buy some crystals here or there to do some stuff. I spent about $20 to $40 a month, and it was my fun money, and this is the game that I played all the time, and this is what I enjoyed playing. You know, when I was having a bad day, I'd boot up this and play this game. Like, when I first started, I was loving this game so much that I was excited when Conquest came around, because like, play the game more. And like, in that case, I find the $20 is worth it, because it's, you know, it's paying into something that brings me joy. Sure. Now, is that for everyone? Absolutely not. But like, for me, I can 100% justify that purchase, because it's what's keeping me going during the day. I don't know. Nowadays, still don't like, I still don't like whaling. I still don't like spending in this game. In fact, I've kind of taken a step back from whaling and spending. I was gonna stop spending back before, the Dark Side clones, and then the Dark Side clones came out, and I had said for 8 months that I would go for Dark Side clones if they dropped them. And so I'm a man of my word, so I went for the Dark Side clones and Jedi Master Mace Windu. Not going for the pirates, as you can tell by my very, very well maintained pirates. I am not going for Hondo and Naka at all. Eventually, sure, but yeah, I'm taking a break from spending. I still don't like necessarily spending in this game, but hey, it's still the game that brings me joy, and, you know, if I see a good deal, I pick it up. You know, I'll spend a little bit here, a little bit there. I'll buy the episode pass. You know, I don't want to play through Conquest to get a red crate every time, so I buy the pass for the Conquest. I spend $20 for crystals here or there to supplement when I'm running low on relic materials, but I really don't like spending large amounts of money in this game. I mean, that very much depends on the cron, Venomous. There's a lot of crons right now that are like that. Level 3 for Rolo is incredibly plug and play. Just with that, or this is Wampa. With that level 3, absolutely amazing. You could also have a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be good for Mon Mothma, who's going to be good for CLS if you want it like less, you know, unfocused. And then like you have this cron, which no one is using with Krennic. It's either you throw it with Iden Versio to stop Wampas, you throw it with the Hutt Cartel to boost up the damage of the characters a ton, or you throw it with Quadme and do the same thing. The Vader Cron. Yeah, the Vader Cron is very focused. It's very much like, this is what it's doing, and that's it. Can you do it in 3v3? No, you can't. Conquest worth it, do y'all reckon? It depends. If you're getting like, if you're at the point where you're going for new characters and you're getting close to getting new characters within the 6 months, and it'll be the thing that pushes you into getting the new character within 6 months of them coming out, yes, I would say the Conquest Pass is worth it. Otherwise, not particularly. I would probably avoid the Conquest Pass. It's mostly for those shards. If you're really far behind on Proving Grounds characters, the Conquest Pass Plus might be a good idea, as long as you can do a couple of the Conquest Pass the Proving Grounds characters, because like one Proving Grounds refresh is about $20 worth of crystals, or you can spend $30 on the Conquest Pass Plus and you get a refresh for every single node. So that's going to be a much better deal overall price wise, but still you're spending $30. So just kind of depends on where you're at in the game and what you feel is the thing. Is the $5 Zeta pack worth it? This one? Kinda. I don't like gamble packs. Hey, Mikey Mike, welcome. I was supposed to say something. If you got me 300k with bad batch with bad mods. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna put Zetas on them, so I don't care for this team at all. And so I got my Batcher up to gear 12 just to make it so I don't have to actually like move mods around, because I just had the stuff on me to bring Batcher up to gear 12, and that has given me the little bit I needed to basically not have to move mods for the team. So because Zetas are just way too important to me. You're paying for your time. Exactly. The three things that you need in this game is a will to live, time, and money. And as long as you have at least two of them, you'll be fine. Most people, it's time and will to live. And so when you get a whole bunch of like really bad conquests and stuff like that, you start to lose out on your will to live, and you can supplement it with your money, which is what I do with Conquest, because I don't like Conquest anymore. And so I supplement that and preserve my will to live by paying instead of having to actually get red crate every time so I can get day one characters. Yeah, it's no different than going to the movie theater. Yeah. Wailed on GL Sucker just to have Rabbit Beaver come smash them with Finzor resistance. Yeah, Ahsoka's not. For being the first day one GL I've ever gotten, it was an awful choice. Good to spend life speed tokens for early game this episode. Oh, I don't know. It's Smuggler, right? Hondo Onaka is honestly not a bad thing. I use Hondo Onaka on my free-to-play account to solo teams. So I would say Hondo's not a bad choice. I don't think you can use it Han Solo, Chewbacca. So Dash Rendar would be, yeah, I would go Dash Rendar, Emphas Nest, or Hondo Onaka. Those would be the three I'd suggest. All right, is there a way to actually, because like I think it just shows me the ones that I could apply it on. Yeah, it only shows me the one I could apply it on. But yeah, it's Smuggler. So yeah, those would be the three I'd suggest. Zori's not good for an early player because then you have to build out a Zori team. When we're talking about what's good for an early player, it's about solos, it's about easy teams to make, and that type of stuff. Emphas Nest can solo teams, Hondo Onaka can solo teams, Dash Rendar, you end up with a lot of scoundrels in general when you're working on things, and he's one of the best scoundrel leads in the game. So those are the three that I would suggest. Conquest is your favorite game mode. It's one of the, if you're good at Conquest or if you put work in Conquest, it is the best, like, you know, bang for your buck for time investment in this game. It's incredible how much you get out of Conquest. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up on chat, guys. Yeah, I appreciate to a certain degree in this game that it's like, you know, there's people in Kyber 1 that are free-to-play players. Like, that exists. And, like, those who are, like Arnold, for instance, Arnold could technically play the game without spending at the point that he's at in the game. He could save up enough crystals and get the new character without spending any money. Does he do that? No, because he tests characters day one, and so you have to buy them in that case. But, like, he could do that free to play. You know, Gerbil does it, you know, gets the new character free to play each time. So, like, I appreciate that that's a possibility. More money on cigarettes than we'll spend on this game, which is a worse vice to have. I mean, what do you guess on that one? I was work today. It was long. I have a coworker who sits there, like, will sit there on his phone while you're working in front of him, and it drives me nuts because I'm in a physical labor job. And so I had to threaten him today and be like, dude, if I catch you on your phone again, I'm going to start taking pictures and just sending it to people in the company, because, like, I'm not going to do your job, because I'm the temp guy. I come in to help out a route. I'm not there to do your job for you. I'm there to help you when you're overwhelmed. I'm not going to do this. I'll be grabbing Conquest Pass next time. I just 3-starred all Proving Grounds last round. Very nice, Leo. Any more collabs soon? I mean, we just did a collab. Does that count? At current moment, I don't have anything planned for the main channel, but we'll probably do something soon-ish. I've been wanting to do something with Fat Phil lately. Haven't talked to Fat Phil in a while, and I haven't talked to Egnards in a while either. And so I'd love to do something with each of them. Don't know what we'll do, though. Maybe we'll just do Swiggo Fish again. That was a lot of fun with Fat Phil. It's worth just for the faster energy rail. To get along with it. So, having met a Datacron way easier. Yeah, 1 Zeta is still a ton to me, dude. There's so many characters that I need Zetas for. 1 Zeta is just, it's too much for me. And there are people out there that don't have that problem, especially free-to-play players. Like, if you are a free-to-play player, most likely you have an excess of Zetas, and so you can afford to drop a Zeta on the Bad Batch to be able to push yourself towards towards getting a good score in the raid. 100% it makes sense to that type of player. But for me, Zetas are the most important resource in the game. Not Omicrons, not Chirotechs. I mean, Chirotechs I literally have coming out of my butt. Like, I don't need Chirotech ever again. Once you get Mommy Mandel, there's no longer a need to farm Chirotech. But Zetas are still a huge bottleneck for me. Yes, wishy-washy we are. Yes, I was quoting AP Gains. You are correct, Spy Math. I hope I get my review this time. Here's to hoping, Windar. Waiting for that token to upgrade my Hondo for the raid. There you go. We talked about Zori already, Mike. It should show you in inventory. I don't know what we're talking about at this point, Leo. We've talked too much already. Actually, saw the bundle. Whereas are worse than Zetas from time to time. See, but the Omegas, you get 5 a week right here. And that makes it real easy. Plus, you can supplement it with the episode pass as well, with 5 here a week. I feel like the Omegas are no longer a big thing for me. I know Lightspeed bundles have made this a big pinch for a lot of people, but like I've caught up on this for my Lightspeed bundles much faster than I ever will for Zetas. So I feel like the Omegas are alleviated enough that I don't really have a problem with them. Troopers on break coming with the raid. Thank you, my friend.
Hi, Hondo Onaka, welcoming you to the Beaver Dam.
Should be free to play for my early game for my guild or get booted, so no Lightspeed bundles for you. Oh, are you in Map Masters guild? I have 430 days. I need some direction. Gosh dang. Yeah, Vexatron's one that's been on my list for a while that I haven't done anything with. I've not really watched his content at all. Then again, I don't really have time to watch other people's content very often. But I literally have like never watched a Vexatron video. I have caught like an hour of a stream one time while I was at work, and he seems like a dope dude. Still on my list is I want to do something with Xerath, just to say that I did something with Xerath, even though our styles are very different. At least I think so. Vexatron, and there's one more that I've been looking into. Oh, Urs. Those 3 are the 3 on my list to do next for like new people out there. Don't know who to put them on. Fair enough. Use the Arnold Zeta tier list for teams that you're working on. Didn't quit the game for years. Fair enough, Flick Switch. Need 5,000 Omegas right now. Hi, Darth Ahsoka. Goodbye, Darth Ahsoka. Lightspeed bundles are killing me, then stop buying them. Yeah, like honestly, if they were to drop like a one-time purchase, you get 5 Zetas for like, you know, $20 as like a Lightspeed bundle, instantly everyone would purchase it. You know, like 5 full Zetas, $20, and they're like one-time deal. You buy it once, you can never buy this pack again. It's a Lightspeed bundle help. Everyone would purchase it, and they would make bank. But they don't really need to make bank right now because they've been making oodles of money off the clones because everyone wanted the clones. I don't want to rage here. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Darth Ahsoka. Guillotines with Dark Ahsoka. Should I wait for Lightspeed token to upgrade Zori to relics from the episode pass? I mean, if you don't want to spend for it, then sure. Like I'm definitely not touching my Hondo until then. I just don't see a point in actually leveling up my Hondo to anything viable for my roster. So I'm just gonna wait until I get to the end of the pass and then throw it on Hondo. My 5-star kicks beat Relic 3 tier of the raid with no Zetas. Hope you enjoy the raid, man. Heck yeah, Troopers on break. Can you review my roster? Best way to get a roster review, Zodic, is to go to the Discord, my friend. Section called roster reviews. We'll be jumping on roster reviews in just a moment. Hey, Caracol, welcome, welcome. Boogie, good to see you, my friend. How do you get so many Chirotechs? Chirotechs. Goodness gracious, I had an aneurysm. If you have a guild that's working together on Mandalore and Zepho, if you are in a Zepho ready and a Mandalore ready guild, you are getting 70 Chirotech of each type. So that's 140 Chirotech every 2 weeks, which is 280 Chirotech a month, plus an additional 35 for the unlock of both planets. So that's going to be another 70. So that's another 140. That's 300, 280, 380, 420, 420, nice. 420 Chirotechs per month that you are getting. Just from being in a guild and working together with your guild in Rise of the Empire. You will, once you get into a Zepho ready and a Mando ready guild, there's a reason that I made a video about doing value farms. Once you get into a Zepho ready guild and a Mando ready guild, you will never worry about Chirotechs ever again. The Chirotech bottleneck just disappears. I can go through and I can take random characters up all I want up to gear 12 at this point, and I never run out of Chirotech. I run out of the little gear at this point. It's Chirotech is no longer a problem in my account. Dip says you will have 2 Lightspeed tokens. Yes, the other one will be going to probably Sauna, because I don't have Sauna done. Hey, Big Cat, welcome, welcome. Hey, Appley, good to see you, my friend. Check your DMs. Is this another Lance Reddick comment? I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it further. I have no idea if these are actually hot. Are these hot, dude? Mango habanero looks delicious. I love mango habanero hot sauce. It's delicious. You might have to still get Da Bomb dough. I don't know if any of these are going to hold up against Da Bomb. But I'm excited to do something with you, Caracol. Dude, farm Mommy Mandalore. That's all you need to do is farm Mommy Mandalore, and then you can weasel your way into a guild like that. Get a good raid team and Mommy Mandalore, and boom, you're in. I wasn't... I had my Inquisitors, but I didn't have Zepho ready. I was just Mandalore ready because I went for Mommy Mandalore as a passion project, because there's nothing wrong with a little peepee. And I ended up in a guild that could do that type of stuff. So... And then eventually I got Zepho ready after my next project, which was Ahsoka. Hey, Maurice, welcome, welcome. Goodness gracious, there's so many of you guys commenting today that we're just sitting here, like, talking at this point. Holy crap, why is there I was like, why is there so many people here? We have 168 people watching. Did Troopers on Break get an Arnold raid or something? And so when he raided me, he brought in people from Arnold? Is that what happened? Okay, yeah. I was like, why is there so many chatters today? I'm like trying to get to roster reviews, and it's just trying to catch up on chat. Should watch a vid on your channel about the Chirotech. What is the vid titled? So the 5 value farms everyone's sleeping on is, I believe, the name of the video that I talk about the 5 value farms. So if you just look up value farm and then Rabid Beaver in the search box, you should be able to find the video that I talk about it. Is that maxing out the planet at 3 stars for Kairos? Yes, you have to get into Zepho, so you'll get 35 from the unlock of Zepho, 35 from the unlock of Mandalore, and then getting the 3-star on Mandalore and getting the 3-star on Zepho is what's required to get all of those Zetas. And chat's pretty great. It is, isn't it? It is hanging, my friend. How are you, Havoc? Still doing roster reviews? Yes. We're not going to just sit here and hang out and talk. Caracol made 100 different alts. I mean, I'm like, what? I think 6 of Caracol's subscribers are me. Pro yappers. My first real guild, they were doing heroic Sith triumvirate and let me join under 100k GP. Okay, guys, here's the strat. We all pretend to be women. It'll get us into good guilds, I promise. Lady Geek has dropped the secret lore. Oh my gosh. I really want to do a stream now where I see if I can get into a really good guild using like a brand new free-to-play account with the only argument for me being that I am a girl. Just go through all the different discords and see if I can get picked up by a guild. Oh, that would be so much fun. Okay, I'm writing that down. We're doing that for a stream. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I am totally trying that. Thank you, Lady Geek, for the inspiration. Oh, 100% agreed, Methaphor. Well, I'm curious if it's going to continue to change, if they're going to do the signal data like with the drop rates as well to match the amount that they've dropped in overall crystal resources. Very nice, Havoc. Just ask Legolas how to get into a good guild. He's just going to say get Riva. Justin Legolas, that's just what he does, is he just gets Riva on every single account. How much to end stream now without reviews? That would be so rude to people. That would be so rude. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I wouldn't want to do that unless it was benefiting you guys as well. I would say if someone were to gift 100 gifted memberships, I would say I'd end stream, because then at least people would get gifted memberships out of the deal. But other than that, I'm not going to just end stream out of nowhere. That would be so rude. Like, people are here for roster reviews. And I just go, nope, we're ending stream right here, right now. Maid stream. We just did a maid stream, Methaphor. I don't know if you've been around, but story time. I jokingly said on a stream once that if we got 150 gifted memberships in one stream, I'd wear a maid costume on stream, and people did it, and I'm a man of my word. And so I own a maid costume, and I actually bought it on my mom's Amazon Prime and had to explain to my mother why I'm buying a maid costume, which was fun. But we actually just did a members only maid costume stream because, once again, I'm a man of my word, and during one of our last week-long streams, we had a goal and we hit the goal, and the reward was I do a maid costume stream. So if you're a member, you can go see me in a maid costume. Hence the reason that the members actually have a emote of a cartoon version of me in a maid costume. Collab with Allie, it'll be legit. I'm down. I don't see Allie in my chat very often anymore. My guild is Foxy Gal's beautiful. Have your backstory ready. I suggest that you picked up the game because you just broke up with your boyfriend and need something to kill time. That's fire, Lady Geek. Oh my gosh, broke up with your boyfriend and tried to get better than him in the game would be hilarious. Like, use it as a spite tool and be like, yo, I need a good guild that can carry me so that way I can get back at my ex-boyfriend and become a better account faster than him. That would actually probably work, Alex RG. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Star Wars Galaxy of Catfishes. Every guild's gonna be really suspicious of women with early free-to-play accounts from now on. Speaking of personal experience, being a woman has never hurt my odds of being recruited, but people always assume you're a dude by default. I mean, true. Like, it's, I don't know. A, it's gaming. B, it's mobile gaming. C, it's Star Wars. The odds are stacking more and more up on you that you're probably a dude. So, I usually just assume people are guys unless they have a name that's obviously seems female. But then again, also I have YouTube analytics that tell me my overall view rate of percentage male and female, and it's like 99.995% male. So, like, I just assume anyone here's probably a guy. Oh, gosh. I've been in my guild for 4 months, and I just realized I am not a dude. Nice. I will write a 3-page essay as to why I should get the first roster review. See, if you handwrite that, Wishy-Washy, if you handwrite a 3-page essay on why you should get the first roster review and send me a pictures of it, I will do that. The problem is, nowadays AI exists, so I can't just have you write a 3-page essay. But I'm telling you right now, if you write a 3-page essay, I will guarantee you first placement on a roster review stream. To be fair, Reva Ready can get you into a good guild, but to be honest, the better guilds already have Reva at this point and don't care much about Reva Ready. They do Raid and Zepho and Mandalore. Yes, it's become much less of a thing that trying to get into a good guild with Inquisitors is a thing. But Justin Legolas is insane, and he wants Inquisitors on anyone. So I enjoyed the 5 minutes of the maid costume stream I shot for free. I feel bonita. Make Wat Tambor easier to get. Oh, I agree. I think that's Cam and Wat Tambor are something that really need a change. No one does Geo Territory Battle. Wat Tambor is holding me hostage from getting JMK. Yeah. I always forget you're talking to Twitch people as well. Next time I'm just going to answer other people. There's actually no one there. Gaslights the viewers. Yeah, all of you guys are actually fake. I'm actually wearing a straight jacket, and I'm inside a cell with a padded room, and I'm pretending that I'm talking to chat. And so even my chat is confused because I'm responding to ones they don't see, but it's all imagined by me, and so it just becomes more and more convoluted as time goes on. Everyone is a dude on the internet. Me and my husband are having this game together since launch. We were once even in the same guild. That's really cool. He has a Twitch channel. Yes, I do. Can confirm that I am fake. Thanks for confirming all my fears, Milton. True addicts watch on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I love that you bounce between the two, and then you're like, when you want to interact with people on YouTube, you throw it on the YouTube chat side. It's great. We're all actually Beaver's alts. That would be wild to find out. It's just like you're in someone's chat and like you're talking to people, and it's actually just like him messaging people and like just using AI to send messages, so that way there's interaction in chat. That'd be wild. Can I do it in a Google Docs? That's the problem, is I can't trust a Google Docs because AI. I could literally just go to Theo right now, our resident AI for the channel. I could go be like, yo, I need a 3-page essay on why Cup is the best character in the game, and dude would be fiery with it. I can't trust a Google Doc, unfortunately. That's why I said it has to be handwritten. I don't even have a pencil, dog. Duels with subs soon? What do you mean by duels? You're having a wizard duel, a fight to the death, or you're like, you roast each other's rosters like Asteroid Mech and I did forever ago, which was honestly one of my favorite collabs I've ever done, was him and I roasting each other's rosters back and forth. So much fun. Dang, an essay? I'm not even putting it in my roster, but now I want to. Dude, I'm gonna laugh. Like, a week from now, I get like 10 DMs of people's 3-page essay on why they should get a roster review. That'd be the best DMs I'd ever get in my life. Oh gosh. Go for the full story. Make one alt account that's the girlfriend trying to beat her ex-boyfriend in the game. Then apply as the boyfriend trying to prove you're better than your ex-girlfriend. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'd feel bad for manipulating people. I'm gonna be honest, I would feel so terrible. I think we're all really just the same person. Dude, are we fighting you in territory war? I don't know. Am I fighting you in territory war? Are you... How do you check details? Are you TCE Reborn? Because that's who we're facing right now. If I gift a membership, will you give Wishy Washy the first review? Technically, it's $5 for a review, so you'd have to gift 2. But then, yes, I would, Caracol. You best believe you're getting some DMs with essays. Oh, gosh. Caracol coming with the gifted membership. Thank you, my friend. Congratulations, Rated Relentless, on your gifted membership. Single page with 3,000 font and Comic Sans. It's only gonna say, please. And there's the second one. Looks like we're gonna be doing Wishy Washy first today. 15 Darcy, congratulations on your gifted membership. Meta Forar over on Twitch. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you, my friend. Do you want to go first as well, or are you just being generous because you're awesome? Either way, you're amazing. Congratulations, Duramana, Kev Mac, Grax, Epic Trail, and Caesarip on your gifted subs, as they're called over on Twitch. Thank you so much, my friend. Here you go. I found Beaver, and I'm glad you're still making content. Yeah, we're still here. Everyone keeps retiring around us, but we're still here. I'm writing an essay now. I'm gonna write another essay by the next month if I want. My essay, I should get a free roster review for my account with my Clone Wars, Chewie, Anakin, Farboy, Luke, because I would be an essay too. Oh gosh. That's a big give of as many roster reviews as he wants. I'll take it. Apple, you have membership. At least you try your I should grab, like, my nephew and bring him on stream and then let him choose people in chat to give roster reviews to. I think that'd be hilarious. He'd have no idea what's going on. What number am I in Fleet Arena? 13, I think. 14. I gotta get that 100k PP account reviewed. I'm already done with the intro of the essay. I love that. Oh my gosh. So someone was asking about... Oh, okay. So yeah, you are part of that. So I will give you a little hint if you want to pass it along to your guild, Platinum Rayo. If you wanna pass it on to your guild, and why does your name remind me of Red Rising? Anyways, Platinum Rayo. If you wanna pass this on to your guild, I'll give you a little hint to our defenses. The top 2 back zones are filled with fleets. I'm not going to give you anything more than that, but I wanted to give you a little edge on us. Did the drama with Mara come to an end, or is she still having an affair with your roommate? It's on and off again, and it's kind of upsetting. They choose their sub until they have to retire to fix it. See, I don't even have to do that. I just have to offer them a collab. I offered a collab to, like, Celiac Sarah reached out to me and was like, I reached out to her about a project I was working on, and she reached back and she was like, hey, we should do something together. We haven't done anything together. I was like, yeah, let's do a collab together. And then a week later, Celiac Sarah quit the game. Like right as we were about to do our collab, like the next day. And then Gerbil, same thing. I reached out to Gerbil and I was like, hey, you want to do a collab? We haven't done a collab before, just you and I. And then the Gerbil announced its retirement the day before we were supposed to record. Like it's a curse, guys. I don't even need the beavers to sabotage. It's just I offer and it happens. You're not all. There's no need to stall this hard. Where roster reviews? Best place to get a roster reviews in the Discord. Okay. Whoops. Misspelled Discord hard. I go for keeping fleets on the bottom. So. Our top 2 rear ships also. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Here we go. Should I ping my officers for this? I'm not gonna ping my officers. That would be too rude. Dang, Metaphor coming in with another 5 gifted memberships. So thank you so much, my friend. You're awesome. Congratulations, Alex, RG, Overcasted, Baby Yoda Eyes, Steeny, and Rich on your gifted subs. You guys will be able to join in on our members only roster review streams, as well as our member only game night that we're going to be doing next week. Thank you so much. You are awesome. That's the last for now. Well, I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna ping my officers. That's too mean. But hey, also apparently my guild has a specific rivalry with your guild because your guild has one of my guild's fathers in it. So that's apparently happening. One of their guild is in my chat. They just gave me some intel on their defenses in the top 2 back zones. They have fleets. We must utilize this information for our win. Perfect. It's in my guild chat now. Oh gosh. Or do we need a, what is it Arnold says, a degree in swagology? Yeah, Gerbil isn't fully retired. Please don't invite me to collab. Oh gosh. I'll take Twitch one at this point. Funny story here. Your member Jimmy is his dad. Yeah. I was just mentioning that. Yeah. Yeah, he's getting kicked from the guild. I just did the same. Yes. I love that so much, Platinum. You're great. Please, man, it's 3 AM. Okay, we'll start on some roster reviews. Wishy-washy. What's your ally code, my friend? Oh gosh. Hey, Trey, the Gray. How are you doing, my friend? Or sorry, how are you doing? That one's hard to say. Okay, and then after Wishy-Washy, we'll jump into our free-to-play list. Doing great. This is so dumb, Wishy-Washy. What are you looking for out of a review for this account? Like, this account literally just started. You don't even have a level 85 character. This, I mean, you're going for the Queen's Men. Good job. You're going to be able to get a good head start and a lot of good gear and a lot of good materials. Awesome. Little weird that your Captain Rex is still 2-star. Look at that Hondo. Oh, here's the Hondo. I'm blind. Hondo. Beautiful. Definitely building for the raid, it looks like. This account seems like it could use BKM. Yeah, like, you don't even have mods yet. Like, there's not... Like, if a new player came to me with this, obviously I would give them advice. Obviously, if this was a new player, I'd sit here and I'd give advice and I'd help them through and I'd point them towards some videos of mine, all that type of stuff. But, like, when it comes to an experienced player that brings me an account like this, it's like, what do you want from me? Oh, gosh. He might be going for GL Hondo. Be a wild first farm. You'd have to go for gas, dude. I told him he doesn't take his kid's vote. He's getting booted. Hey, Cabo Thiabo, welcome. How do you even start now with the gear changes, though? I mean, the gear changes really hasn't changed much. Yeah, absolutely, Sensuna. We will put you next on the list. Thank you, my friend. I feel like my notifications for this, can you guys hear them? I feel like they're really quiet right now. I need to look into why that's so quiet. What's a good first Zeta on this count? And don't say correct. You're building for the raid, obviously. And so honestly, it might be something to get your Hondo up to like 5-star Relic 3 and drop a Zeta on Hondo and kind of make Hondo your first major player here in the account. I don't think that'd be necessarily a bad thing. It looks like you might be going for like some raid stuff and then pushing towards perhaps a like Leia as your first GL from here. I'm not really entirely sure what you're going for here. It's an Afro Rush, don't judge. Then yeah, Hondo, absolutely. I use Hondo to solo so much. So like 100% I'd say Hondo. You're going for the Queen's Men. You could also consider getting Keller and Beck and making a really good Territory War team using this Qui-Gon for GAC. And then you have a Territory War GAC team that you can use your Queen's Men with and do that type of thing. But first Zeta, I'm going to say Hondo. Yeah, like literally, I use Hondo to solo things on my free-to-play account constantly because we went Afra first. The best thing you could do this for the cat is become a woman for a better guild. Oh my gosh, I love it. But yeah, that's probably where I'd put my first Zeta is like, you know, you're looking at getting Vader soon. You're looking at getting Hondo up. You're going for an Afro Rush. Focus on solos is always the best thing to do when you're with an account this early. Like honestly, I would go the route of getting your Merciless Massacre, your Hondo, and your Savage up and drop the Omicron on Savage. And you'd have 3 teams to take you through Carbonite, essentially. Like, those 3 teams have carried me up to Carbonite 1 on my free-to-play. We just haven't played the account for a while, just because I've been so busy. Can we see the maid costume? If you become a member, Methaphor, you already bought a whole bunch of memberships for other people. Oh, gosh. I will go grab it really quick and show you. I'm Omicroning Akbar, such a wild account. But that's the thing is, when you have an alt account, you can do these stupid things. Alt accounts are for fun, and I love that so much. So like, I don't even feel bad about that. Surge Foil Cloud X Mercenary. Dang, are the Final Fantasy cards still that expensive? Dang, that's wild. I don't know, maybe a little weird, IDK. One of my officers just responded in the Discord and said, "Good find," and gave the thumbs up emoji. Love this. Oh, gosh. Okay. This might be my main, actually. BlueStacks ain't working anymore. Ooh, that's interesting. Try updating your BlueStacks. That's one of the big things that I had as a problem when I was using BlueStacks way back when. Which I still use it today, is occasionally I'd have to go completely update my BlueStacks because after it gets back a couple editions, it just stops working with Galaxy of Heroes. So I'd suggest going and making sure that your BlueStacks is up to date first. Sounds good, Apple. You have a great night. The Lightspeed came with a Zeta as the other Zeta one that's good. Yes, I remember it being really good. I don't remember what the Zeta does offhand, though. It just doesn't open on BlueStacks after the update. Oh, yeah, that's going to be... Androids in general are struggling right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's a ton of glitchiness in this update. Like, the PC client seems to be fine. Like, I haven't had almost any problems with the PC client, but when I'm, like, going and clicking on things on my phone, on my iPhone, it is so glitchy. It takes forever to click on anything. It is awful right now. So, like, I think there'll be a hot fix probably tomorrow. So, give it 24 hours and it should be fixed. But yeah, let me grab the maid costume and show it to you guys. There you go. It also has a choker, cuffs, cat ears. I've never actually worn the cat ears, though. I was surprised how cheap it was to find myself a maid costume, I must say. They're all cracky. Have I told the top two sponsorships? Beaver's Fulcrum. Oh, I love that. How to use BlueStacks? You just download BlueStacks and then download the game, and you just set it up like you would an Android phone, essentially. And then after that, you can just run it on BlueStacks. BlueStacks is literally just you clone. You're emulating a Android phone. Uninstall, logout, and reinstall on PC fixed for me. Was that Beaver's underwear or pants? That was the maid costume, and the front part of it, the white part, is an apron that comes with it that you're supposed to put on over it. Yeah, like the emoji that Havoc just put up. Clip it, Trey. Is Beaver in boxers? I am not in boxers. I am wearing Batman pajama pants. Sue me. I got home from work and wanted to be comfortable. Pretty good, Caleb. How you doing, my friend? We're getting the Calebs back together. What's the point of BlueStacks? It's just to basically play mobile games on PC. That's it. If I give you $10 on PayPal, would you wear the maid hat? Oh gosh, we need Caleb Zwiger. Caleb Zwiger showed up to the maid stream yesterday when we did the maid costume stream. He showed up. He's like, "Oh, what's this?" I'm like, "I'm a man of my word, so I'm here in a maid costume." It's the first time I've seen him in like 3 months. He's been working a ton. Ahsoka took forever last year. When does it drop? I don't know. How many more characters do we have? It would be the end of this era. So we've had 4 characters so far. 3 characters. Quiggy Boy, Athano, and Kix. And then SM33 are all of the new characters. So we're in the second era. So the like a month from now? Either a month or 2. I don't know the time frame offhand. You did a maid stream without me? I'm sorry, you don't have a membership right now, Trey. I know, like, there was one person. Who was it? I don't remember who it is. If you're a member, you can go check who it is. One of my members commented on that stream and said, "This is why I subscribe to this channel." I was like, okay. If it's Beaver in a maid costume that you're looking for, then I don't know if this is the stream to come to, but okay. No, I'm not going for the new GL. Okay, let's hop into the next roster review. I'm sorry, we're getting really off topic, and I apologize, guys. I know a lot of you guys are here for roster reviews. We'll make sure we do another roster review stream this week, just because we're getting so behind on it. Beaver, a slave Leia costume. See, we can never do something someone else has done, because I think that's lame. I think redoing things that other people have done, you can do it as long as you give a different twist. Troopers on Break is worn a Princess Leia costume on stream. Bro's treating it like an OnlyFans. I'm just saying, if you're gonna see me in a maid costume, you're gonna pay for it. I say this, like, literally my friends and family have asked to see me in the costume as well, and I've said the same thing. It's like, dude, if you want to see me in a maid costume, you're gonna pay for it. I'm literally embarrassing myself. I'm gonna get paid for it. Immediately 3 out of 10. $10 just for the hat. So the running rule on the maid streams to put on an accessory was $50 per accessory. Just saying. GL Hondo, my second account. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so where were they? Sensuna, this is your account. Sensuna, give me a little blurb about your account. Tell me what you're currently farming, what I should be looking out for, while I kind of go through and get my first look at the account. Freya is pretty good. Hondo Onaka coming in with the answer for you, wishy-washy. Last we talked, you liked I had the value farms, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, Poncho Bros, JKCK, but were worried I didn't have Jabba. So you have Jabba now. Very nice. Looks well modded too. I like these little symbols at the top. I don't know why, but they just make me happy. I know it's dumb, but glowing symbols are cool. Well said, you should be a true Falker. Come play with us. You can have Jimmy's dad. Swap out Jimmy's dad and me. That'd be hilarious. Oh gosh. What would one have to do for a roster review? You could either donate $5 to get to the top of the list, or you can go to the Discord. Oh, if I can spell Discord. And you can join that way. No, Awater, we have not. Okay. So, first things first, you're gonna finish your quad bay, I'm sure. So $5 for the accessory. Oh my gosh. For Friday, and then raid requirements to get up to 1.8 million. Then I need to get R8. After that, I can clear and go for whatever. Also, Obi-Pun says hello. Wait, hold up. For noobs by noobs. Ah, I miss for noobs by noobs. They're awesome people. Tell Obi-Pun I say hello. Yeah, that was my my old guild before I moved to my current guild. Okay, so you're working on profundity and then raid requirements to get to 1.8 million. What are you working on for the raid? So you're gonna use a Caloran Beck team. Are you gonna do like a Tarkin? I don't know, like a Tarkin Scorch or something. Like, what are you looking for here? I don't think Tarkin Scorch technically works at Relic 3. I think you need the Relic 7 modifiers. It's treason, then. Still trying to decide? Okay. Bad Batch, you have 4-star, 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 5-star. So you're close to getting 3. So this is going to be 1.2 mil. That you could get if you get these guys up to Relic 5. So 1.2 million there. And then you just need a little bit more. So you're looking for 300k 2 times. Grand Moff Tarkin Grand Moff Tarkin should be able to do a 300k for you. And then you could, let's see. Then you'd only need one more 300k. So you could either get a Relic 5 Emphas Nest to get another 300k, or you could do like the Bad Batch up to Gear 8. I've done that. You just need some solid mods on them, and they'll take care of it. You could do a Relic 5 Hondo too. I believe Hondo also does 300k. So I'd focus on the 300k. If you only need 1.8 million, I would get the Jedi Vanguard done and get yourself a good Jedi Vanguard team, and then I would push into getting yourself just a couple 300Ks, which you could probably do with Grand Moff Tarkin. You might have to bring up to like Relic 5, but you could probably do it with a solo Grand Moff Tarkin, and then either Bad Batch at Gear 8 or a solo Memphis Nest. So it doesn't seem like Order 66 is going to be too much trouble for you to get up and running. You should check in with the first Cup Lightspeed Bundle Guild. We should. I should definitely reach out to them and see how they're doing. Glad I could help, hunk of meat. Currently, Caloran Beck team is getting 600k. Yeah, I mean, you don't have full Relic 5, so you can't get a 1.2. But the moment you get a full Relic 5, it becomes a 1.2 team. And I would suggest just making some, I don't know if you have hot utils, but if you don't have hot utils, just make some mod loadouts out of some of your top characters, and then just move them over for the raid just to get that 1.2 mil, because it does require some good modding to get Caloran Beck to work without using a Jocasta Nu or anything like that. Platinum Rhea, welcome to being damn cool. Thank you, my friend. Have a great night, Caracol. Which Vanguard would you run? Oh, what did I most recently do? I think it was, Hold on, where's Order 66? I don't want the whole list. I most recently did Caloran Beck, Qui-Gon, Barriss, Kit Fisto, and Shock T. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was what I ran. You know, and had zero problems. You could probably swap out Qui-Gon for Luminara and still be fine and do that. It might require a little bit better modding, but yeah, that's what I did most recently on a run was Caloran, Qui-Gon, Barriss, Shock. So, and like Barriss is a requirement for a GL, Shock is a requirement for a GL. You already have a Relic 5 Kit Fisto, so it'd work pretty easily. Yeah, I don't have that bot in mind, Caleb. Okay, and so you said you're going for, so we're gonna get ourselves a Queen Amidala, I hope. You said you're going for Profundity, and then you have a Rote requirement that you're doing. I would suggest getting yourself a Treya team and a Zori team finished sooner rather than later. Ooh, you've got some cleanup to do. That's what I would probably suggest for this roster. Before even Profundity, I'd suggest some of this. Like specifically Bo-Katan Kryze, I think should be top of your list. Because you went and got Mommy Mandalore. So I would go and finish your Bo-Katan Kryze. Queen Amidala is an amazing team, top to bottom. And you already have the Queen's Men, and so I'd want you to finish that. Zori can wait for a while, but those two I would put over Profundity right now. And then I kind of circle back around to Profundity after that. But then after you finish with your Rote character, I'd suggest getting the Treya team up and running. You've already got some overinvested, underinvested going on for the Treya team, and it's a fantastic team. You already have a 7-star Savage sitting in your roster ready to be taken up, and he's super easy to take up. So I'd probably do that and then go for Leia. Make sure you're working on your ships. I'm seeing some holes in your ships for sure. You know, BTLB, TIE Echelon is a very common Lightspeed bundle problem of not finishing tanks, just because it's the one thing that you don't get. But I do appreciate the fact that you do have a Hyena Bomber and a Vulture Droid, so good on you for that. After Leia, it might be time to get your Bad Batch up, just for the Marauder. The Marauder is just the fact that you can counter every fleet with the Negotiator Endurance. I think it's worth taking it up. I literally took up the Bad Batch, no Lightspeed bundle. I just took them up myself before that bundle came out, knowing the bundle was going to come out soon. So, and I've never regretted it. Profundity just needs relics right now. Okay, so you can push your gear into those characters regardless. That's good. Then yeah, these are the two that I would work on while you're pushing those relics in. .303. Yeah, looking good for speeds overall. Love seeing the Resistance Hero Poe as high as he is. I'd like to see both of the Resistance Hero Finn come up a little bit, but overall, I love the fact that they're closer than most that I see. Usually I see the Resistance Hero Poe like down here, so that is solid. Captain Rex could use some extra speed. Oh no, you're still in that threshold. I was expecting this would be a good damage or a good speed fall off, but no, you're still good. IG-12 and Grogu could use some more speed. How's Han Solo doing? High 200s. Yeah, I'd like to see more speed, but he's doing good. Your Master Qui-Gon is going to become an important one. Start saving up mods for Master Qui-Gon and Quadme. They're going to be two that you want to get over 300 speed. Looking good. Overall, your mods are looking fire. Love to see it. Stop blowing holes in my ship. Well, I see more content from you, so stop being busy. Get an Andor Season 2 content as we go next year. All Zeta, my Stormtrooper Han. If we don't get Andor Season 2 content in Swago next year, I will personally lead the riot. Like, I will personally lead the riot to CG's headquarters, and we will overthrow CG. Yeah, GL target, yeah, for sure. If you were looking at like your guild is pushing you much harder for the raid and you're looking at getting the dark side clones, I might suggest a swap to Lord Vader, but Leia's still the top PvP GL in the game, and you don't want to sleep on it. I've regretted sleeping on it for as long as I had. Don't sleep on Leia. I definitely would go get the Leia first and then start breaking into things like the Bougie Bunch. Hey, ADP, welcome, welcome. Agent Milton coming in with a Mara time. Yeah, talking about you. Sure. So for those of you who don't know, who are new to the Beaver Dam, this is Mara. She is our poopers. She's a pretty poopers. And anytime someone donates $1 or anything under $2 where you can't, put out a message, we give Mara a treat. And for those who are on Twitch, they can also redeem their channel points to have a Mara time where we bring her on and give her a treat. Pip. We'll see how you do with this one. It's been a while since we've done this one. Ask. Ah, team, good girl. Oh, you don't quite have it on you. There you go. Oh, the mask is breaking. Oh no. Has it become deformed? Oh, it's starting to look at that. It's starting to deform. It's starting to bend in weird ways. Well, we'll get to fit your head again. We'll stretch it back out. You're a glad poopers. No more Mara beings tonight. Hit. Right down. Take. Mara, quick, roast the next roster. CG headquarters on January. Gosh. Loosen the laser, we don't have a ship. Yeah, Luthen's ship we've been waiting on for a conquest unit as a lifter to profundity, and we still haven't gotten it. Is Palisade good? It doesn't look good. It's good in specifically using it with Quadme. But you don't technically need it anytime soon. Yeah. His Omi is super nice, so you might drop the Zeta just to get the Omi on a free-to-play account to try and get through Conquest. It's the pirate season after all. That's why she likes your roommate right there. He doesn't turn her into Jar Jar. I really hope the next Conquest unit is another pirate. Sure. Yes, I hope so too. I got really excited there for a second. They put out a ping in our Discord, and I got really excited thinking that it was the ping telling people that there's ships in the back wall, but it wasn't. It was just them saying, we got through another wall. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're on to the free-to-play list for today. Let's start getting through these. We're going to try and get through as many as we can tonight. We need a new ship like Scythe. We just need a new ship for Profundity, dude. Profundity needs some help. I would also not say no to a Red 5, like, Scythe level ship to lift up the home one. Okay, is Venomous here in chat right now? Now we get to play the Ouija board game where I go, Venomous, can you hear us? Are you there? Okay, Venomous is here. Sweet. Got Jabba recently working on Darkside Clone Trooper. Just call him Disco Trooper at this point. I'm getting so confused by all the acronyms. And there are mods. What are big characters to go for? Interesting that you went for Lord Vader. Okay, good. I was about to wonder about that. I hope you're you're finishing your Jabba. How's your... Oh... I saw something in here that I want to see get done. She's actually right there. Your bonds definitely need work. Apo is your priority. I mean, in general, yeah, I think Darkside clones make sense for your account to push for. They're going to be good for your raid. They're going to be good for your Lord Vader. So I don't see a problem with that. Lucy's ship would be a rebel ship. Imagine the pixels they could do. Yes, imagine the pixels. So you're going to finish your Jabba. Is your guild going for Zepho ready? Got Caloric 7 recently. Okay, sweet. I just wanted to confirm because you're really close to Zepho already. You have the Relic 7 JKCK and you have a Relic 1 Seer. So before big projects, of course, finish your Darkside clone or your Disco Troopers, Disco Trooper and your just Darkside clones in general. Finish them, obviously. I want you to remod your, I don't even care, mod your Jabba well, mod your Bosch well, screw the other characters, but at least get the fast characters on a team fast. That is one thing that I'm going to tell you right now. So make sure that you mod your Bosch well, 300 speed at least, and make sure you mod your Jabba well, and then you can move on. You need to get yourself your Darkside Ray up, especially if you can get an Omicron or two on this lady. She definitely needs the Omicrons to make her really annoying, but Darkside Ray would be top of my list to finish here as well, especially with how much investment you've already put in. Night Sisters. I want to look at your Night Sisters Zetas. Okay, I'm not worried. I was gonna say, if you bought the Lightspeed bundle and you had those Zetas on Marin, I'd definitely take Marin up, but you're good for now. You have the Leviathan. Rebel Trinity, dude. That's where I'd be going, I'd be going for JML to guarantee, getting Conquest characters day one. I'd be going for Leia to get good PvP viability. I'd be pushing into the Rebel Trinity hard right now. Get your Profundity and drop a triple middle finger on your defense. I'd push him that way. So I think you have some cleanup to do for sure. So I think you have some cleanup here or there to do. Darkside Ray, do some remods, your Disco Trooper, that type of stuff. But overall, stay in the Rebel Trinity, dude. You just got into it with Jabba. Keep going in that route. It's going to be helpful. Omicron starved right now. Yeah, I mean, fair. A lot of us are. It'll, with the episode pass, with the era battles and all, or not era battles, but with the era, the whole era system and the the episode track, I think that Omicrons will become more and more of not something people worry about as time goes on. I've stopped worrying about them personally, but my account's much farther along, so... Yeah, that's what the Rebel Trinity is, aka NB, is Jabba, JML, Leia. That's what we call the Rebel Trinity. So it's all based around, you know, the Rebels getting into Jedi Knight Luke and, you know, pushing into that same kind of requirements. So yeah, I wouldn't leave the Rebel Trinity. I would keep going for that. Obviously do some cleanup first. You're trying to get your dark side clones up for your raid score and all that kind of stuff, but I'd be focusing on that 100%. Let's take a quick look at your speeds. SLKR is looking a little slow, but modded well. Interesting. Don't necessarily like your Lord Vader mods, but you do you. You could use a little bit more speed, but overall looks well modded. Your job obviously needs work, but it's good that you at least have about 100 extra speed. Why is Dooku your fastest character? Eventually get job up and working. Well, I mean, he's one of the better GLs on defense. He has Smuggler's Run 2. He's fantastic in so many cases. He gets you more rote score. He's great. You should be getting... He should be a main focus. Him and Darkside Ray would be like my two main focuses in this account. Mods definitely look solid in the account overall for like what people have speeds and like, you know, how good of mods you have for your account. It looks really solid. Your Jedi Knight Revan looks a little slow. Your Maul's looking a little slow as well. Hermit Yoda's looking a little slow. Overall looking good mod-wise, though. And one quick last look here. Okay, yeah. So finish up some stuff. I'd stay in the Rebel Trinity. That's the big thing I'm seeing here is do some cleanup, stay in the Rebel Trinity. Oh, dude, you have this focused Kron, but you haven't gotten your Darkside Ray up. That is so painful, dude. You could be getting free wins. Like, literally, this Kron is literal just free wins. Bryson Pool, best way to get a roster review is to go to the Discord, my friend. Hey, it holds in GAC. Yeah, but like, we're talking that there is one counter, two counters, essentially for this team right now, and so like this is just free wins. That's all it is. It's literally you either get through this or you fail your counter and you lose. And so always I would push something like that, especially if you already have that much investment in. Like Darkside Ray would be giving you a whole bunch of crystals right now. Thoughts on the new light speed tokens? Cool concept. I don't know. It felt a little bit more free to play friendly than in the announcement than it is in the game. The fact that we're only getting one per month and it's a Gear 12 one. Like, sure, it's nice, but like I was hoping for something a bit more. Caleb Wheeler, are you currently here, my friend? Okay, we're gonna start our timer just so I don't keep going over on time. We can get to as many people as we can. Not the Damathon timer. Get out of here. We won't have a Damathon today. Roster review timer. There we go. Okay, Caleb Weir, should I go for Leviathan? Hondo, Smuggler's Run 3. Lord Vader will have clones or JKCK territory battle, and Malicos soon after Mace. I'd also like to fix my Paw Patrol and Ponter Bros in at some point, as well as Ben and Cat for Ray. Also get Bane next Proving Grounds, Planos Leviathan, but what after that? You're a free-to-play player, if I recall, Caleb. Leviathan's not good unless you're hoarding up a lot of crystals. It is garbage at 5 stars. It is great at 7 stars. Yeah, it's wild serial killer, 100%. I wouldn't be going for a new Hondo. I just, with an account like this, I wouldn't be. I would be focusing on continuing to get your account stabilized and getting your account into a good place. You know, JKCK, Mommy Mandalore, Paw Patrol, and Poncho Bros. I think those are excellent farms for an account like this. You have 5 GLs, you're doing solid. I think pushing for that kind of thing is great. But yeah, you're a free-to-play player. You have an Executor at 5 stars. You have a Profundity at 4 stars. That means you're not saving up crystals to finish these. Leviathan is... Yeah, I guess Leviathan's good at 6 stars on offense. Sure. But, I don't know. It seems like a lot of investment for a fleet that's just feels subpar to me. Unless you're willing to save a bunch of crystals. I'd much rather see you go for a Lord Vader. You know, much rather see you go and, you know, fix up your off meta as well. For those of you who haven't already, this ability is no longer gate kept behind 5 stars, so go in and make sure you get this ability to level 3, because it basically finishes your fleet right there. Because you really don't need anything more than a 4-star comeuppance. It's literally just there to reinforce. But like I like over a Leviathan, I'd much rather see you work on your Star Fortress and your Marauder and get yourself a you know, a great cleanup fleet, great fleet from Profundity, great fleet for a lot of different stuff, as well as a GL killer fleet that kills all of the fleets in the game. Like that's what I would be focusing on over something like a going for, you know, Leviathan when you don't have the crystals to take it up to 7 stars. GL Hondo, there's not really a need. If you have a PP for it, I guess, but there's not really a need in the raid at all, and it's way out of your way on this account. You could go for Lord Vader. You're getting the clones already. You said you're getting the clones. Lord Vader, you have to get gas for Hondo anyways, whereas gas is kind of everything you need to start pushing into Lord Vader. Gas is just one wreck on a long list for Hondo. So I would probably, if I were to take over this account right now, I'd probably do the Queen's Men first. You're going for Mace. That's kind of a weird one. So I guess finish your Mace, going for Queen's Men, then Lord Vader, and then I'd finish up some of these value farms. Ben and Cat, though. Where are your all your stuff? Okay, Cat, you can leave. Ben, you kind of can't leave. Ben really makes that team better. Let me see. Yeah. Getting Malicos soon. So you're going for Mace. So I guess finish your Mace farm. Finish your Queen's Men and your Ben. Then go for Lord Vader. Then JKCK. And then I would do the Paw Patrol and Cat. And in all of that time, I'd be saving up crystals. And then I'd put Leviathan somewhere near the end of that. And keep in mind, going for Lord Vader is going to give you the Bad Batch for your Marauder, too, to build up that fleet. So. To be fair, I think SR3 is going to be massive going forward, so I don't blame anyone for pushing Glondo. They said in the initial announcement for it that it would have similar rewards to Smuggler's Run 2. So, like, yes, having an extra set of Smuggler's Run is great, but, like, in most accounts, like, pushing for something that's going to require gas and going to require a whole bunch of new characters and a lot of Relic 9s and things like that, it's not something that's helpful and not something that's good for people. It's the same thing with, like, we don't push the Paw Patrol here. Even though, you know, Ahsoka's Ahsoka, we didn't push the Paw Patrol. It's the same thing with this. I'm not interested in pushing for Glondo just for that. Once it becomes double drop farmable, sure. But, like, when it's single drop farmable, when it's shipments, all that kind of stuff, you're just throwing money at something that you don't know if it's good. And you're getting an event that you already could get one for Jabba for a much lower price. So Paw Patrol is the Peridia assault battle, because it's Peridia Patrol, Paw Patrol, like the children's cartoon. It's Enoch with his squad. Hey, Armiser, welcome. Looking good. Yep. Enoch, Death Trooper, and Night Trooper. Yeah. I wonder how the relics will scale without the 7-star. Apparently, it's really good. The 5-star, the 6-star, and the 7-star is really just gatekeeping the relic levels. Apparently, it really doesn't affect the stats much. Arnold, during his stream, did, like, some taking characters up, like, specifically on stream to show how much the stats were going up. I'd go watch his stream today. I don't know if he did like, timestamps for that, but it would probably be, like, an hour or two in that he did it. It was after the initial testing of kicks that he did it, and so you can go and look at the stat changes. But it seems like the relic levels are really what the stat changes are giving. It's not really a big deal to have, like, a 5-star relic 3 versus a 7-star relic 3. We'll double check. Maybe I'm crazy for it, but let's double check. Game changes, Moz, quick survey, update. Is it part of the piracy era thing? Raid, calendar events, raid. I can't remember where they announced it. I would assume it's in the era of piracy original one. Let me check. Where is the original? Calendar events, or bugs, air piracy battle. Okay, your card. Yeah, so they said Smuggler's Run of 3 similar to Jabba's Run of 2. And so I was basing that essentially as it's going to be similar stuff overall. I don't think we're going to get a huge economy shift just from the Smuggler's Run by any means. Especially because they've always been so careful about that. So unless if they're doing something mod-wise, then it would make sense. But right now, there's no indication that they're doing anything mod-wise, besides the April Fool's jokes that have been going around of they're adding an extra level of modding. with the whole, if you get them to 6A, then you get an extra boost to your stats, which is something that the test servers have made up. But when it comes to it, it looks like we're getting more gear and that type of stuff. There has been no indication that we're getting anything extra on modding. So if they were to add in more to modding, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to get a huge boost from this. But they say similar to Smuggler's Run 2. I'm not seeing a huge difference. It should have a big difference. If it does, they're going to be drastically changing something. They're going to be adding something. Every time they add something in, you know, they make the gear crunch viable for us by doing double drop gear. They made the Cairo and the signal data crunch really bad. Started requiring things at higher relic levels. Started requiring every character to have like heavy duty Cairo tech going forward. And so it would have to have something similar, because if they just give you a whole bunch of mod materials, all of a sudden you're not farming for mods. There's not a bottleneck. There always needs to be a bottleneck. Otherwise people quit. And I think that's one of the big reasons that we're seeing a lot of whales leave the game right now. And I think that's the reason we're seeing a lot of updates, is there's some kind of progression coming very soon to add in for whales. And these Lightspeed tokens, the things that they're working on for the early game, are meant to bring in new players. And so they're trying to fix both sides right now. And so we're seeing a push in that direction. But the mod side, we are not seeing a push in that direction. We could, but no sub only stream. Bring back Uma. Is it Uma Musume or whatever? Gosh. Yes. Best way to get a review is for a free review is to go through the Discord. There's a section called roster reviews. Step out store for a late snack run. Had to stream on Bluetooth, but I didn't realize it buffered. Been by 50 minutes. Nice, Havoc. Imagine asking for a review 10 years into the game. Dude, review 10 years into the game is probably the best time to ask. If you were like playing in the first couple of years of the game, it was just chase whatever squad was best in Squad Arena. That'd be like the least interesting time to get a roster review. Now there's 1,000,001 things to farm for. Is Hades here at the moment? So meaning the relic level at 4 and 7 stars would be different. Oh, that should be a big difference. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, it is not as we currently are seeing at Grade 1. But then again, it's only what we saw with Arnold, essentially. How many paid reviews are in line? There are 0 paid reviews in line. We're doing free reviews right now. Yeah, where's your Hondo, dude? This is the most important thing in your entire roster, is you should have a Hondo, and you don't even have a Hondo. No, I'm kidding. Okay. What about Maid Aid reviews? What are you talking about, Metaphor? Okay, Hades, JKL into Jabba, then Star Killer, slow farming shards for Bo-Katan Mandalore for my guild. Very, very cool. I think the Mommy Mandalore is always a solid option, but I do think prioritizing the Jabba first is good. Bo-Katan's it's a little early in this roster for a Bo-Katan, but at least you have a baby Bo to finish out the team as soon as you're done with it. I feel like you're kind of sleeping on your negotiator fleet. I want to see this Marauder up to 7 stars. And I want to see this BTLB up to 7 stars. I think you're sleeping on fleets a bit. I'm seeing a Rebel Y-Wing not finished. And you're all looking into getting into the, the Rebel Trinity here. you're gonna want to focus down some of this fleet stuff. Where's your? Am I blind? Where's your outrider? Dude, your outrider. I hope you're like double farming this if you're going for Jabba. It all kind of depends on where your hut cartel's at. Okay, so you're kind of just starting Jabba. Okay, that's much less worrying then. My friend Scout want you to make fun of it. Okay, sounds good, Farmstar. Where is he? Okay, so you're going for Jabba, which is good. But I feel like you need some value now. And like it sounds like you're kind of on a value farm path and you're getting into the Rebel Trinity. It sounds like you're on a good path. I kind of want to see you do the Queen's Men right now. A Relic 7 Queen's Men will help you work on your mods. It'll help you get some stuff into your roster as you go. And that'll give you some time to work on your Jabba, because your Jabba's missing shards for your Hut Cartel, you're missing shards for your Outrider, you're missing a lot of shards that you need to farm, and so you need some stuff to work on in the meantime while you're kind of hanging out. I would suggest doing the Queen's Men up to Relic 7. That's gonna push your farms up. So first things first, Bo-Katan Mandalore, sorry. Bam. First things first, bam. You have an Executor, you're going to finish your bam. Then you're going to finish your Queen's Men as you farm the shards for Hut Cartel and make sure you're working on your ships in the background, because I want to see you take advantage of the ships that you already have, the fleets that you already have pieces of. And with JMK in your roster, you already have a push towards the Negotiator fleet, and that is a GL killer fleet. So make sure you're pushing in that direction. Another little thing I would probably do is at least Relic 5, if not Relic 7, your cat, while you're kind of, working on things and waiting to get into the Hut Cartel. Is there anything you're sleeping on down here? Not necessarily. Yeah. So that's what I would do for now. Let's take a quick look at your mods and then we'll call it there. Cat was only unlocked last conquest. Sweet. I'm glad you took her up immediately, because this guy right here is literally a paperweight without her. I don't think protection is the right mod here. If I'm understanding how the kit of JMK, I don't have this guy and I don't know the modding offhand for this guy. I've seen a lot of people do offense instead for his modding instead of speed. But protection is definitely not what you should be having here, because, it's all about protection up, and that's all based off of health. So definitely could use a different mod there, even if it drops some speed off of him. Your Sith Eternal's modded beautifully. I love your Sith Eternal. Big donation, man. What do you mean, fan? Oh, are you talking about Farmstar? 356 speed on Moff Gideon. Yeah, your modding looks good. Your modding looks really solid for this account. JMK looks like he could use a little bit of swap around, but otherwise this account looks great for its size, for its overall modding. Where is he? Interesting. I'd probably try to get your Grief Karga and your Mando up, especially because you have Mando 7-star. Yeah, you have these guys 7-star. I mean, I'd get them up. Make sure you have a good bounty hunter team. Like, you have the Omicron on Zam Wessel. This team can do some great stuff. I've been using it to kill Qui-Gons recently. It's my go-to team for killing Adrads that I see. It's my go-to team for killing... you can use this to take down like a gas and just insta-kill the gas right off the bat. This team can pick apart a ton. You can take down Cat with this team and then bring in a gas to finish off a JMK for a 2-shot. That's an ancient counter that no one uses anymore. But... JMK before I had cat has been supported by the fact that I have max Hondo focus Datacron. Beautiful flick switch. But yeah, so there's another one for you to work on while you're working on shards for Hut Cartel would be bounty hunters. Aura Sing is obviously a requirement of your farm, so there you go right there. But even then, like I'd probably focus down getting those two. They can help you get out of a lot of pinches. Do Denguard lead bounty hunters against Treya Savage? Interesting. I'm curious about this. Hold on. Okay, well, we will do Farmstar's friend next. Let's look at this. So you said Treya lead. Oh, we're going to just throw Savage in there, because that's kind of the main engine of the team. Dengar. I'm not seeing good win rates here. What's the team that you're using? Savage starts as healthiest. Is it to, like, pick it apart? Is that what you're going for? Is picking it apart? Versus, here, no cleanups. Is it just quick contracting? You're trying to insta-kill the Savage or the Treya and then bring in something else to clean it up? Is that what we're looking at? The free packs in the web store? I don't know. I haven't checked the web store in a while. I don't commonly check the web store. Login calendar. Web store mystery chest. Anything else in here? I'm not seeing any special free packs in here. Are you talking about the Quiggled one and the what was it? Quiggled and Ithano ones that came out not too long ago that were given out? Because those ones I think were a partial apology for us not having the era battle for the pirates. Do you think Bane is the best Proving Grounds character? By far. By, like, leaps and bounds. Are both 300 speed? Okay, interesting. Nice flick switch. I feel like if you're going for just quick contract and like trying to use it to essentially just kill off Savage, I think it'd work great, honestly. And then you just basically let Treya use her isolate on one of your characters. Everyone dies off. Then you can bring in Imperial Troopers to finish it off, maybe. Like I don't think that's a bad two-shot idea, honestly. Section of the Discord called Roster Reviews Wampa. Okay. Tier 3, everybody else. I feel like there's a Tier 4. If we're going from Tier 1 to Tier 3 being everyone else, there's a Tier 4 of absolute flaming garbage, which has, like, Trench and Boba Scion of Django. Okay, Farmstar, you want me to... Oh, wait, hold on. What's the name of this account? Trahan. TCA Shadow Collective. You want me to flame this account? Dude, there is one thing that I could tell you right now, Farmstar, that I would flame this account for. Has anyone figured it out? Does anyone know what the thing I would flame this player for? What's the verdict on Jocasta Poo? I despise her, and I always have, and I always will. Is she great? She's a good damage dealer for the Jedi Vanguard. She's great in the raid. I don't know. Jedi Master Mace Windu's really not doing much for me right now. No Relic 9 Hondo. You're close. You're close. He has a Relic 6 Hondo. There's a section in the Discord called Roster Reviews. Go to the Discord, my friend, and you'll be able to find that. It's the best way to get a free roster review. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but there you go. So, let's check his mods. He's not even bad at modding. Like, yeah, he has health for his triangle, which is dumb, but... Crazy Ram, welcome to the damn community, my friend. So, the thing that I'd flame him for is he's in Kyber 3. Like, either he sucks at the game or he just came back. Are you kidding me? Kyber 3 with an account like this? Like, these mods are wildly good. These relics are wildly high. This is a whale that knows what he's doing. Like, yeah, he's made some decisions that are definitely decisions. Like, the fact that he still hasn't finished his Malevolence fleet is wild to me. But, like, dude, how are you in Kyber 3? Like, did you just... You buy the account from someone else? Goodness gracious. My Hondo is higher. It's like me going, oh, hey, hold on there. Hold on there. My Jar Jar's Relic 9, therefore my account's better than this account. Like, the speeds on this account are absolutely crazy, and yet it's a Relic 3 account. I'm also really surprised that they Relic 9 their Jocasta new, but they haven't put any extra Relic levels into their clone troopers. Like, this team is fantastic, A, and B, they're a raid team. And, like, the Jedi Master Mace team sucks butt. And you have a Relic 9 Jocasta, but no Jedi Master Mace. Like, I don't know, I feel like some random and weird and wonky Relic 9s. What is up with the territory war focus? Like, he hasn't really put any work into his rote stuff, but he has a whole bunch of territory war Omicrons. Not a well-modded Finn. An okay Resistance Hero Finn. Oh no. Well, that counter's not happening. Definitely needs to remod that. Feel like you're sleeping on that a little bit. Can kill multiple GLs, including Ahsoka. I don't know. It feels like a competitive player who's retired to be a collector. Relic 9 back running the raid. The clones are a recent addition. Yeah, I'm still confused why Kyber 3. Does he just not play GAC? Did he just come back? Is this one of your accounts, Farmstar, and you're saying it's your friend and you just bought it? What tunes are a must for the Zori Omicron? He sucks at the game. Yeah, there you go. I was like, there's got to be something here because this like looks like a well-maintained roster. But it shouldn't be in Kyber 3. This is like at least Kyber. Like this is the account that I see in Kyber 2 every single day. This is the account I see in Kyber 2 every single day. And like this is an account that if they played well, they could be in Kyber 1. What Caleb Wheeler said. Whoever asked the question. Yeah, Frederick. That Caleb Wheeler has the team comp right there. Yes, that's right, Farmstar. No one would ever buy an account. What are you talking about? It's that that meme of like the Earth's round always was as the two astronauts in space with the gun to the back of the head. It always was, Farmstar. I'm facing an account like this in Erodium 3. They suck. There's no other way to say it, AR. They suck. Especially if they have mods like this guy has. If you are seeing modding like this, it means they're either an account that's on the verge of retirement or they just suck.
Congratulations. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
I appreciate the 50 gifted memberships. I'm just saying if you do it again, I have a theory on who you are, and you will be banned. It's unfortunate that I actually have to, like, see a 50 gifted membership and think that, oh, I'm gonna ban this person. But, here we are. He is not Felipe. See, I don't trust that metaphor. But I appreciate the gifted memberships. Let's go through this list. Yep, exactly, Farmstar. Yes, Agent Milton, and then he went and did it again to another content creator. I summoned T-Bank you, Juan, for the Juan gifted membership. I didn't understand a word of that, Swig Overlord, but thank you, my friend. Okay, let's go through this list. I appreciate it, Juan, but yeah, please don't again, just because I don't want to ban you if you are someone who's not who I think you are. Congratulations to Terrence P, Danny Exists, Samuli, Fenrir, Agent Milton, Assassin Guy, Beat K Sever, not Dark Stanley, Anthony Flower, Takax Attila, IC2 Cannoli, Lumar. Oh, I miss Lumar. I haven't seen him in a while. Anti, Grumpy Old Man, Misdemeanor Esquire, Sam Elder, Dusk, Corey G, LA, Lucas Dansky, Black Hammer, Paichaman, Wendigo, Rocky Top Woo, Squiggly Jellyfish, Stama Ozbuff, Hugsy, Garmbel Ilbis, Harry Prince, Farsi, Panic Monk, Casual Caribou, Was the Matter, Swigo Overlord, Darth Dragonwolf, Bob G, Storm Pooper, Reckless, Michael Tiedemann, Truth Hurts, Proclan. I'm seeing a lot of people that we know, which is awesome. I love it when we get people that we know. Lord Revens, Lord Dragorn, Shiz Kebab, Fogly Dogley, Stephen Coombs, Micken, Pyomai, Darth Ahsoka, Helios, Striker, and I think that's everyone. Congratulations on your gifted memberships. If you haven't already and you become part of the damn elite, make sure you go to the Discord and just go into your user settings, connections, and connect your YouTube to your Discord so that way you don't miss out on any of our members only content. And if you want, you can go check out the stream yesterday. That's your prerogative if that's what you want to go watch. Let's see. There he is. Says 9 years ago, so that's a good sign that it's not an alt. But I appreciate it, Juan. I really do, my friend. Yes, I know Anthro. In fact, I talked to the said content creator, and he had the same worry, and he reached out to me, which is why I had that theory that it was the same person. What am I missing? Essentially, there was a whole snafu where there was a guy who was gifting memberships and doing scummy things that made it so people were spending money. And so essentially, I was doing my my April Fool's joke stream where I bought an entire guild the Cup Lightspeed bundle. And this guy gifted 350 subscribers during that time, 350 memberships, and then convinced me to go and gift his whole guild the Lightspeed bundle as well. And he was from Argentina, so he was paying like literal cents for each of the gifted memberships, and so I got screwed out of several $100s. And he's been doing this to multiple content creators, and we banded together as the Beaver Dam, and we got YouTube to step in and push him out. And we haven't seen him since, but I'm always worried about alt accounts because I don't want to be screwed by that, and I don't want other content creators to be screwed by that kind of thing. That kind of behavior is not acceptable anywhere. One in a million. That's pretty good, White Tiger. Hey, Mr. Danny, good to see you, my friend. I want to watch a movie. Any recommendations? We're talking about you're at your home and you want to watch a movie? Are you in the mood for like something more serious or more of like something funny? That was my friend. Well, I appreciate it, whoever you are. You are amazing, my friend. Yes, we have seen him on an alt once, and I had to jump in and get him banned from every community again because he came back as an alt and started doing the same thing. So that's why I'm so focused on, like, is that an alt? I apologize, but I'm going to have to ban you if you do it again. Like, I would love to just give people the benefit of the doubt, and I have for as long as I've been a streamer, and I've enjoyed doing that. But after that stream, I hate that I can't trust people's generosity. I think it hurts my soul. A guild with Relic 9 cups and Territory War. BA, it might have been the one that I gifted to the entire guild. I don't remember the name of that guild. I'll have to go back and look at the video and see what the name of the guild is, and I've been meaning to check in on them. Beaver thoughts on... I'm not going to set like a specific gifted limit, Swiggo Overlord. I don't think it's something that I could easily communicate to people. I'm not going to set a limit on that, but I will be looking into each person that does it, and if I get a set of 50, I'm not going to count it towards anything that, like, any goals that I have or anything like that. If we're doing like a damathon and I get like 50 gifted memberships, I'm probably not going to count it towards our goals until after I like check to make sure everything goes through and everything works. I'm just trust but verify is essentially what I'm going to plan on from here on out. See, I tried that one actually in RuneScape. It was free gem cutting was the one that my buddy got me into. Sorry, I missed it. If would go gameplay mentioned anything. He's just still go gameplay that was asking for a movie recommendation, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. If you're looking for like a comedy, I would suggest Meet the Parents, or if you're wanting an older one, something like Better Off Dead is hilarious. Two of my favorite movies. Oh, what have I watched recently? Hacksaw Ridge was really good. I watched that like about a year ago and really enjoyed that. What else have I watched recently that I really enjoyed? Yeah, 28 Years Later, I believe, is recently released. I believe that's like, it's either just coming out of theaters or it's in theaters right now. Are you live on Twitch? I am live on Twitch. It's Rabid Beaver SW with underscores between the different words. Juan chatting around in the stream. He did show up in the stream and he did say something in the middle of all the gifted memberships. I did see that. But yeah. How much is each gifted? It's $3 per gifted membership. Is max 50. Yeah, max is 50 for YouTube to allow. I mean, you can keep hitting the 50 button, but yeah. It's exactly that people scam streamers like you aren't sponsoring stuff. Scamming. Don't mean to be rude, but I doubt you're making real money. I always imagine you guys do it for the love of the game and the players. Oh yeah, like would I love to do this full time? Absolutely. But like currently in this space, when it comes to Galaxy of Heroes, none of us are making money to be able to do this full time. The only person that's able to do that is Arnold, and that's because the difference between Arnold and like Nooch, for instance, is astronomical. Arnold's, Nooch averages like 200 viewers per stream. Arnold averages 2,000. Like, it makes sense. Can I pet that dog? Hey, Allie, how you doing, my friend? K Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. Let's get our little raid notification in there.
Hey, Hondo Onaka, welcoming you to the Beaver Dam.
And welcome to the Beaver Dam, those two who just followed over on Twitch. I appreciate you two. I missed your names, and I'm sorry for that, but I don't currently have the thing that I can check set up. Got Club 38 raid. Is that the name of K Gaming's community? Just come and gift however much money, 50 gifted subs to somebody that just started watching without. Red Dragon coming out with the 50 Canadian. Dang, dude, it's it's like $5 for a roster view, but okay. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate the 50 Canadian. I will do you right now, my friend. Yeah, absolutely, Red Dragon. It's their new podcast. Oh, very cool. Okay, and you have a podcast. Very cool. Yeah, I'd be so down to go on. DM me, Allie. Man, dude, this is a hilarious week. Why do you say that, Dragon King Reaper? Welcome, Riki. Good to see you, my friend. Do we have any subs? We got some subs in the chat, right? Do we have any subs in the Twitch chat that can give us a couple General Kenobi emojis in the chat for Riki? Do you add an extra 0? Maybe. Okay, let's move on. Farmstar, I mean, essentially he just sucks at the game. Like, it's a great account. He just sucks at the game. Using my tail less than an hour, I just found out during stream I wasn't able to be heard at all. Oh dang, that's rough, dude. I have a recording. I am so upset. I'm so upset. There is a video on my channel. So I recorded my entire playthrough of Jedi Survivor for the first time for this channel way back when, before this channel became an actual thing. And the time that I streamed or did the video, I can't remember if it was streaming or video, but the time that I did the part with Rick the door technician, I forgot to check my settings and they defaulted to something else for my microphone. And so you couldn't hear me the whole time. And so I lost my reaction to Rick the door technician. And I am so sad because that was one of the most genuinely funny times of any video game ever. I laughed so hard because I was so stressed. I was down to 1 hit until I was dead and I was so stressed. And then Rick the door technician comes by and I'm like, oh my gosh, no. And then it's just like, oh. And I'm so sad that reaction is gone into the ether because I wanted to go back and rewatch my reaction to that because I thought it was hilarious. And then I found that there was no sound on the video and I about cried. It was awful. And they try to talk to me, probably seemed like I was brushing them off and I feel bad. That's rough, Dragon King. It happens. It happens. Just finished Poncho Bros. Relic 7, now going all in on C and a possible GG side farm as well as Malevolence as my next capital ship. So does that mean you have the Executor already? Yeah, you already have the Executor. So the nice thing about GG is that you don't necessarily need a ton to make it work. Like, you can get most of your value out of the General Grievous fleet with like a Gear 12 General Grievous, some Gear 12 Geos, and then the other ships. And you can get like a lot of use out of that. Now, if you want to take it up to Relic 3, fantastic. It's not going to hurt your roster at all, besides just, you know, push off some other farms. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I do want to encourage you to push towards the Rebel Trinity as soon as possible. That's one of the big things when it comes to new players. I think Executor first is a great option. I don't usually suggest it just because it's usually a long-term farm when it comes to trying to get Razor Crest shards. Usually I suggest something like going for Jabba and then Executor, or even Leia and then Executor. I think you should be pushing towards Jabba as soon as I could. That would be one of the big things for me. And so, yes, I think getting the Malevolence as an extra fleet, fantastic idea. I wouldn't put a ton into it, but I would push towards the Jedi Knight Luke and pushing towards Jabba as soon as you can. Additionally, by pushing that direction, you're also building a Jedi team for an assault battle, a Rebel team for an assault battle. Like, you're going to get a whole bunch of assault battles, which will give you more Kyrotech, more Zetas. And so going that route, I think, is one of the best things that you can possibly do for your account. Plus, Jabba will fix your mods as you go, as one of the best GLs on defense, all that type of stuff. So, let me check to see if you had anything else to say. It's Canadian dollars, not real money anyways. I faced Rick the door technician in GAC before. I love that. Relic 3 for Watt. Okay, yeah, fair. I mean, you can do it at Gear 12, and like with the Geonosian Brood Alpha at Relic 3, you can do the whole thing at Gear 12. But if you want to just make sure it works every time without having to remod or, you know, get their mods up real good, then yeah, go for it. I mean, Relic 3 on those guys, that's like where most people have them due to the Lightspeed bundles. It's not a bad place to put them. I usually put Spy at Relic 5, and that makes it so all of the Malevolence counters work for me. The Relic 3 Spy I found would die if I did the Profundity counter, so just something to keep in mind, but Relic 3 is going to do you great. Is Juan a alt of Casanov? I don't remember who Casanov is. Oh yeah, Casanov is the other account for... Yep, okay, got it. I was like trying to remember what that was. Yeah, Casanov is the other account for Felipe. We're pretty sure it's not. Java First is kind of wacky. It's actually the most common free-to-play farming guide right now, OP Rebel. I'm more partial to Leia First, just because Leia First kind of gives you... How do I explain this? It gives you a better sense of accomplishment. It feels better because you get the Phoenix team, and the Phoenix team feels really good. You get your GL faster, and so you get a GL, and it feels really good. And then you can go get like Executor, and then you can get Jabba, and you're still going to be able to get a whole bunch of assault battles. You're still going to get the Ewok event for Leia, and you know, some extra stuff there. And so, like, yes, technically Jabba is the better farm. It's best to go Jabba Executor if you're looking at overall value. But I really like the Leia because it feels better for new players. My alt first person after that job will likely be second. Yep. Okay, let me catch up over here. No more tablet streaming. Fair enough. My phone's been auto sending messages early. Oof. I mean, no one's rushing Leviathan. Leviathan rush is silly. Yeah, paying just skips to the front. You don't have to. Female of Java species, I'm like it. Chucky, that'll be a completely fake spawn. I love it. Okay, Joe was a thought, but I was closer to C at that point. Yeah, and I don't think C is a bad thing, especially with the Executor. A lot of people see they see Sith Eternal as a crap farm. I disagree. I think Sith Eternal is a great one. It's not a feel-good GL is the problem. Like, when I got SLKR, it was super transformative. He was good in the raids. He was good in Conquest. He was good in PvP. He was good everywhere. Sith Eternal is very use case. You use him on offense, and that's basically it. You can't throw him on defense and really get holds, even in like Carbonite, because a lot of people will have something easy to take that out. And like, you don't have a Darth Revan and Malik to like put with it to make it good on defense. I guess you could do Savage, which does fairly good to keep at least Wampa out and that type of thing. But it's just, it doesn't feel good. He's not great in Conquest, and that's the problem that I see with Sith Eternal, is that he's not really a great feel-good GL, but he is a great offensive GL. You look at a team and you're like, I don't want to have to beat that, Sith Eternal it, which is nice. But yeah, I would definitely go for, you know, finish your Sith Eternal. I don't think that's a bad thing, and then go for your Jabba. And by going for Sith Eternal first, you already have a lot of the requirements started, a lot of them close, and that means that you can put your energy into farming shards for the Hut Cartel, because the Hut Cartel is a lot to do, because you're looking at, you've got to build up the rebels for Jedi Knight Luke. You also need to build up the Hut Cartel itself for the Jabba, as well as you need the Outrider, which is a ship, and so that's going to take you a while as well. So utilize that to basically continue your farms, and so I don't think the Sith Eternal is necessarily a bad thing at all. It'll give you something to farm while you farm the shards, so just keep in mind that Jabba is your goal as you're farming Sith Eternal. Does that make sense? I still want that slug Jedi. So I play D&D. I know I'm a nerd. And there's a tabletop game called Star Wars 5e. And I started playing it. And it's based off of D&D 5th edition. So it's simplified rule set. But it takes things from like KOTOR, and it's based in the Old Republic for the basis of it, but it can be used for any era. And so I was playing Star Wars 5e and DMing it, and I was doing a post-Order 66 campaign where all of them were either former Jedi or people who were like guides for Jedi on planets or that type of thing. So they witnessed Order 66 and were helping the Jedi during Order 66. And so all of them we recognized as Jedi sympathizers. And then we were basically helping Quinlan Voss set up the Underground Railroad for Jedi. And so it was a lot of fun, really fun campaign. I really enjoyed doing it for these guys. And one of the people who potentially wanted to play with me always played joke characters, and one of his characters that he wanted to play was a Jedi Hutt, and I said no because it was a little too silly. He ended up playing a Gungan barbarian essentially, which was hilarious. Technically OP Rebel, he says that he did it free to play. He basically did no major farms over like the 3 years he's played, and so Leviathan was like his first major farm. He was like dumping all his crystals and everything into it. Being very resistant to GLs in the first release, thinking it was way worth my time to finish up all the older farms first before even thinking about Ray or Ascar. My first GL ended being C much later and realizing I was so wrong. Yeah. Sorry, trying to catch up. We were watching a YouTube video about a mobile Star Wars game. Everyone here is a nerd. You have a point, ADP. Oh, gosh. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that helped, Red Dragon. Do you have any questions at all before we kind of move on? Your speeds, honestly, for the size of your account and how early you are in the game, I think your speeds are looking pretty dang good. You do have a Qui-Gon Omicron, which I love to see. Looking solid, dude. You have a pretty good idea of where to go. I just suggest the Jabba. Yeah. The combo of FF7, Final Fantasy 7, I'm guessing. Crash Tag, Team Racing, and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Interesting, RoboMelon. Well, what if you push ships to build up GP, then spend all your crystal income from fleet on Proving Grounds characters? The Skywalker Triangle, they get you 4 teams and takes you 20 months. I mean, you could totally, push your GP up early. In fact, I did, and that's why, even though my account started after Arnold's free-to-play account, I got all the Conquest units before he did, was because as soon as I hit 3 million GP, I bloated my account hard. Within a month, I got up to 4 million GP. Got up to 4 million GP, whereas he was still kind of in this I don't want to bloat my account kind of mentality from way back when he first started that account, and so it took him forever to get open up at Proving Grounds. But the problem with Proving Grounds is you need teams that can beat them, and so like even if you're trying to Leviathan rush, you need a team that can beat the Bane Proving Ground, or the Malgus Proving Grounds, which the Malgus Proving Grounds is the hardest Proving Grounds there, and so it's a rough one to try and do. Yes, there was a Jedi Hutt. Glad I can help, Red Dragon. Sounds good, Squig Overlord. You have a great night. How do you bloat your account? So let's see if I can show you. I don't know who I have and who I don't have. So is it gonna show me if I do this? So I put a mod on this character. And I'm gonna get 271. Now if we go to crew members instead, there's a crew member that's missing a mod. And we throw a level 15 mod on a crew member. Instead, it doubles that amount because it's a person that has a ship. And so by just putting on mods, even if they're garbage mods, just putting on mods onto all of your fleet characters and pushing your money into fleet characters, into crew members, even if their ships are 2-star, you're going to be able to bloat your account very quickly. And so the best way to bloat your account is to work on crew members. And by working on crew members, you're going to be able to bloat your account. I did 700,000 bloat in 1 month just from pushing that. So that way I could unlock Proving Grounds. Sonosaurus any good? Promised my guild I'd relegate her. I really wish I could say she's amazing. She had a little bit of a glimmering hope in the meta for a while, but she was kind of forced out pretty quickly. She's an okay team. Like, solidly... I don't even know where to put her. Somewhere in the area of, like, trench level for me. Where it's like a solid B tier team. And if you are unfamiliar with the team, you can get wrecked by it. But it has quite a few counters, and it has that, like, ability to overpower it. You know, like, where you can just kind of brute force it if you have a good enough team. Can't you just Treya the Malgus event? Kind of. It doesn't work very well unless you have a lot of tools like Malik and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, who has JMK, though? Windar. That's kind of a wild out there one. So, seeing random YouTube what ifs. What if Revan joined the Jedi during the Clone Wars? Well, for that one. Yeah. Help you hit 4 million before Conquest? Heck yeah. Hey, yeah, if you want to get into hard Conquest, bloat your GP, dude. That's all it takes. They can sometimes surprise people on defense. Anyone with insight will just beat it. Yeah. Basically. No. Melon, you know that Ugnaugh's not good. Shut up. Ugnaught is technically the worst character in the game. We joke about Cup doing it, but at least Cup can be used with certain factions. Bodhi's worse. Bodhi actually does pretty well in Saw Gerrera, actually. It's the unfortunate part is he's replaced by Luthen in the team, but like pre-Luthen, Bodhi's actually pretty dang good in that team. Yeah, Bodhi has a faction tag, therefore he's better. I mean, you have a fair point. GL Ugnaught. Wait, one day. Okay, I've got 30 minutes left. Let's get through a couple more free reviews. Yeah, IG-86 has a droid tag, so you can throw him in teams and he'll technically do stuff. Is he going to be great? Probably not. But you can still throw him in an Afro team. You can still throw him in a Shorty team. You can still throw him in teams. Ugnaught doesn't have tags. And so you're just sitting there with like a useless character. Does this person have him? No. Yeah, he's light side support. That's it. That's literally it. He used to have the Ugnaught tag, but they removed the Ugnaught tag from the game. I think it was the same time that they removed the human tag from the game. Wait. Gidme. Gidme requires Galactic Republic support, Robomelon. That's why you use Cup in that team. Mugga. Make Ugnaught great again. Oh, I love it, Riki. You go to the section in the roster review section of Discord, and it's wherever the roster reviews live now message from today is. That's where we are, because I delete the ones that I do, so that way I don't have to, you know, I don't have to go through and like go searching every time I click away for something. We got Ryan Hasman. Is Ryan Hasman still here? If you have a human tag, I demand a near human tag. Oh, I love it. My guild's talking about my message. It's great. I love it. Okay, sounds like the person that we have next is not here. So we got Cheeses and Fee Phoenix. We're gonna do these two at a time in case people have left. So we're gonna start skipping over people essentially. So we got Cheeses or Fee Phoenix. Are you here? Phoebe, okay, you are next, my friend. Cheeses, you are on deck. If we haven't heard from you, Cheeses, then we will be deleting you after this roster review and moving on to the next person. I'm glad you're here, Darth Dragonwolf. Thank you for letting me know. Honestly, not sure what to focus on. Originally was planning... let me get my timer going so we can try and get through as many of these as we can. Honestly, I'm not sure what to focus on, lol. Originally was planning on Jabba, but then decided to get my Negotiator fleet running. Now not sure what the Raid and GL Hondo or even Lord Vader JMK, also mod check. Here's my question, because so many people are putting a huge focus, Phoebe, on this new Raid, and that is fantastic. But what does your guild want? Like, I don't know. Like, all you need for the first crate in the guild is one team at 200,000 for everyone in the guild. For the second crate, 300,000. That's one Bad Batch team. That's one Jedi Vanguard team. That's one solo Infus Nest. Like, what is your guild looking for? Because, like, I'm not going to tell you to focus on the raid if your guild's not focusing hard on the raid. If they just want you to have 1,200, then I'm going to say get a close team that you have and get them to the Relic 5 requirement, or get a couple solos. So it really just depends. seems pretty chill about it, then yeah. Like, you know, do something that'll help out your guild if they need it. You know, you get your, I don't know, get your Grand Moff Tarkin up to like Relic 5 and have him solo a 300k. You're getting 600k right now? Great. Like, unless your guild pushes you, I'm not going to suggest pushing for it. The only time that I would suggest pushing for a raid score outside of what your guild requires is pushing into a new guild. Now, if you wanted to push into a new guild, then I would say yes, go ahead and do it. We're like 1 million off of the 4th crate, though. Sweet. Relic up your Grand Moff Tarkin. Boom, you helped out your guild. Like, you can put a little extra effort in, but like that sounds like your guild just everyone needs to put a little effort in, and you're bada bing, bada boom, you're done. You got 4-star across the board on the dark side clones. You could bring them up to 5-star and farm them up to 5-star. And then if you need to, you can take them up higher and higher. And so, because you can take them up to Relic 3 at 5-star, so you can take them up higher and higher from 5-star. So you could get these guys to 5-star. If you are like desperate to find some way to help your guild, there you go. You'll be able to get them unlocked and be able to get them to add to your score once you have them at 5-star. And then if your guild starts pushing requirements, you can push them up higher to gear 12 and have like a full gear 12 team with your Tarkin and that type of thing. So like, I wouldn't super worry about it overall. I don't think the raid is what I would go for. I think pushing the Jabba is the best option in this account. I love the Hyena Bomber and the Vulture Droid. That's great that you have that fleet done. Yeah, I'd focus on Jabba and getting your Bad Batch up to Relic 5. Are 5-star clones good in the raid? Yeah. So, Arnold showed it on stream. There's almost no difference between a Relic 5, Relic 3 at 7-star versus a Relic 3 at 5-star. Like, virtually no difference. The big boosts come from the Relic levels, not from the star levels. And so, you don't really have to worry about, you know, are people viable at 5 stars? I mean, the clones at 5 stars at Gear 8 will get you your 300,000. At Gear 12, they're going to get you your 600,000. At Relic 3, they're going to get you your 900,000. At Relic 5, they're going to get you... They are one of the best teams in the raid. Tarkin essentially is just one-tapping people. The clones are mostly just there to be meat shields. Can Hondo solo raid? Yes, he can get a 300k with a Relic 5, if I recall. Ouch, stagger. Max score. I mean, the clones will get you the max score for whatever tier that you can do. Like, I'm using them at Relic 5 right now to do max score, which is 1,200, with 0 problems. Quick look at mods, and then we'll call it. But yeah, Jabba, I wouldn't focus hard on the raid. Go for Jabba. Yeah, but I believe a lot of that comes down ADP to, doesn't it come down to both modding as well as certain modifiers and higher relic levels? Because I haven't been able to recreate what, like the Tarkin Scorch at Relic 5. I've seen it be recreated at Relic 7, Relic 8, and Relic 9, but I've not seen it done at Relic 5. Nice, Dragon King. Very nice. Okay. 551 is the correct speed, but that's with a protection arrow. Very nice. There's protection across the board. Beautiful JML. That is what I want out of a JML. You nailed that JML perfectly. Your mods are gorgeous. For an account like this is gorgeous modding. Your boss is faster than your Grief Karga by just a hair. Windar, what you haven't subscribed? Dang. Well, welcome to the damn community, my friend. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Almost as beautiful as I am, if I might say.
Hello there.
12% protection. Yeah. Gorgeous JML. Absolutely beautiful. Chef's kiss. Ah, that's rough, Havoc. Hey, Lumar. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Looking at the tsunami warning and wondering if I should leave. Dude, can I just say, so they're one of the 3 tsunami warning centers for the Pacific Ocean, which would be the ones that triangulate for the tsunami that Lumar's talking about, is in my hometown from where I'm from in Alaska. And we went on a field trip there. Dude, an alarm goes off every time there's a tsunami of any level. It is so loud and so annoying. I don't understand how the people that work there don't go insane. Because, like, it's every little earthquake and every single little tsunami that's, like, doesn't affect anyone, it goes off. And so, like, it went off, like, 4 times while we were there. And I was, like, losing my mind. Okay, Cheeses doesn't sound like he's here. Will Treaty's still here, though. And then next up on deck is Janshu. J-Hand S-C-H-U. Working on Balin and GL Soka. Let me know what you think. It's a total free-to-play account. I mean, you're at a point where GL Ahsoka is not bad. It's kind of, well, first things first, before we just kind of go scrolling. Okay, you have Mommy Mandalore. Next up is Ufus. Where's my Ufu? There's my Ufu. Very nice. That's rough. You need to do some cleanup, dude. You need to stop chasing the new stuff. And yes, I know I'm calling Ahsoka new stuff, even though it's a year old. But like, you're going for Balin, you're going for Ahsoka, but you have a Seer Malicos team just begging to be leveled up. You have the Cal at Relic 5, you have the Fulcrum at Relic 1, and your Malicos is sitting here at Gear 1. This is one of the best teams in the game, one of the best off-meta teams in the entire game. And it's just sitting here at level 1. And like, you have 3 months before Balin's coming out back, because Balin just came around, and so you have 3 months to wait on that Balin. So I would suggest waiting on that Balin, and I would get your Darkside Ray done, your Dr. Aphra done, your Nihilus and your Savage are also not done. Get your Sith Trinity done, and I would do some cleanup, and then come back around to Balin. Check Gungans. See, Gungans aren't one that I'm like super upset about. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I am upset about it. If your guild pushed this, I guess. But like, what? What? Yeah, Conquest dudes are expensive, but like he's kind of at a point where has everything else in the game and should be focusing on these things, especially like you have a Darkside Ray, relic it. You're also not working on Datacrons at all. It sounds like you really do struggle with Conquest, which with an account this large, I feel like you shouldn't be. Are there cheap Seer Malicos counters? Are you referring to beating Seer Malicos on defense? Because Seer Malicos is not a defensive team. They're a pure offensive team. Yeah, there's some cheap counters to Seer Malicos depending on what's happening. I mean, Gungans are still good. It's just without the raid, they're not as good. But yeah, with Seer Malicos, you're killing, Ray of any variety. They're an excellent team to take against any GL, and, you can basically use them to clean any GL. They beat most teams in the game. Malicos is like one of the best teams in the game. I forget to do Conquest after the first crate. You're a free-to-play account, so I won't suggest what I do. And honestly, I probably don't suggest what I've started doing to anyone. It's just, I just don't enjoy Conquest anymore. And so I do it because I don't enjoy Conquest anymore. But yeah, like you definitely need to work on... Okay, so Conquest, if you hate it, okay, that's fine. That is fine. If you don't want to go past the first crate, great. Get to Sector 4. Doesn't matter, get to Sector 4. That'll get you your first crate and then some. Just get to Sector 4. You have enough teams that you can full auto it. You have Ray. Ray can full auto to like down to 0% if you have a full like Unaligned Force user build. But like just in general, she can full auto to like 50%. JMK can full auto to 0%. Leia Organa can do it to 0%. Lord Vader can do it to 0%. Jabba the Hutt can do it to about 50%. You have enough teams that you can just throw them in and throw them on auto, get to Sector 4 and start working on your Datacrons. Because if anything else, this is going to boost you the most when it comes to where you're at with your account. So I would do some cleanup and I would start focusing on some Conquest and just getting through Conquest and getting to Sector 4, because at Sector 4, at the end of Sector 4, you're getting the materials that you need from Datacrons. But as I said, Dr. Aphra, Darkside Ray, Darth Nihilus, and Savage all need to be worked on. I would take a break and get those done. Balin, you have 3 months to do. I do think Balin's a good farm, so like, yeah. And Ahsoka Tano's your last one that you really need, so sure. Ship's good. Let's take a quick look. TIE Interceptor you're working on. The Marauder you need to take up. I would double shard farm your Marauder now. I would double shard farm your TIE Defender as well. Yep. Besides that, things are looking good in here. But I would double shard farm your TIE Defender, and I would double shard farm your Marauder and get them up as soon as possible. Do you think Darth Revan's is still a good farm if you're not going for Leviathan? It is still an excellent A-tier team. But it doesn't lead anywhere except for Leviathan. And that's the big problem for me. And so I think it's one that I would leave for as long as possible. Yeah, I mean, finish it, dude. Finish it. Looking like a solid account, but, you know, take a second, finish some farms. J Handshoe. I didn't see this person pop up. Okay. We're probably going to stop there because I've already gone 30 minutes over what I was planning on. So we will probably stop there for today, but we will get another roster review stream in just because we ended up being really busy today with just kind of hanging out with you guys. So, and we'll try to get during Conquest next week, we'll try to get 2 to 3 roster review streams in for you guys. Try and use that time where we don't stream much to our advantage to get you guys as much as we can. Hour-long yap stall, yeah. Who would you recommend to use the new Smuggler Lightspeed token on? If you have the Ray Lightspeed bundle, I would suggest using it on Zori. If you don't and you're a newer player, the 3 that I would suggest are either Emphas Nest, because she can solo teams, Hondo Naka, because he can solo teams, or Dash Rendar, because he's one of the best scoundrel leaders in the game, and so getting him early is going to be helpful to an account. At what times do you usually stream? I post my stream schedule in the Discord, and if you go to the stream schedule, it will be in your time zone as well. So it'll tell you exactly what time it is in your time zone. But typically when I stream is for sure Wednesday, Friday, Sunday evening, and then usually either Monday or Tuesday for a roster review stream is my schedule. So besides that, I just kind of throw streams in when I can. And then, of course, on my side channel, I always stream Wednesday morning and Friday morning, and then if I have time, I'll throw in another stream. Yeah, we started doing an early in the day stream on Mondays for GAC instead of Sunday evenings, just so that way we can get some of you guys in that aren't able to make our evening streams typically. So Mondays, if you are, you know, Extended Universe or EU, or, you know, into Asia and that type of stuff, probably the best time is going to end up being our Monday streams if you want to join us for GAC. Yeah, 6 years cooked enough already, so I might catch the stream. Sounds fair enough, Warlord. Well, it's good to have you here, my friend. And that's not my new account. Do I have to invest anything into? It's a her. I don't think, like, you can invest the Zeta if you want, but I don't think the Zeta is really super important for her. She should still be able to solo teams without it. It's just getting her up to relic level, apparently. My big problem with her is that she's not a she doesn't really connect to anything, so that's why I've always put her off. So I actually got her from a Lightspeed bundle. She was not high leveled until recently for me. Taunt, effect, ignore, and add 2% health steal stacking when enemy loses buff or a debuff. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I don't think it's going to be insanely necessary. I feel like she has some pretty good health steal already. What the dog doing? She's sleeping, not in her bed for some reason. Like, she dragged her blankets into the corner, and she's sleeping on her blankets right now. Hey, Dalton, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't use the Zeta to solo the raid, yeah. Must on the Zori team, or could you use... And who could I use until I get him? It's a must on the team. Until you get him, the team's not going to be very good. even if you have like a low gear resistance hero or a low gear, low star resistance hero Finn, I would still take that over most other characters. I'm going to be honest. If not him, then who? No, who uses exposes? I think it's... I guess you could do like BB-8, or you could do... I don't know, Resistance Trooper maybe? Poe Dameron, I guess. Any of the characters that have synergy with exposes is what you're looking for. But like the team, you're immediately making it worse. Even a low gear Finn, Zori, Resistance Hero Poe, Resistance Hero Finn, and Rose is going to do much better than taking like a Relic Resistance Trooper and throwing it in there. Yeah, we're stopping there, Darth Dragon Wolf. I needed to go by now anyways, and we are like 30 minutes over. So I am going to have to get going, but thank you guys for joining us. Big shout out to those who contribute to Beaver Dam. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Big shout out to our Dam Best members, current and former. They always have a home on our end screen. And a big shout out to our Dam Sugar Daddy, Great One. Welcome to all of our new Dam Elite. Thank you guys so much for being here. And make sure you connect your Discord to your YouTube or your Twitch, just depending on if you got yours through which one. And you'll be able to get your roles in the Discord, so you can be able to access our members only chat and all of that type of stuff. And for those of you who are members, do go vote on the community post on our YouTube channel. The community post is just simply, what do you guys want to do for our members only game night that we're going to do next week, where all members are invited? We got Battlefront 2 on the PC as a choice, or we have Among Us, since that'll be more accessible to everyone, or Marvel Rivals, doing either private matches or team matches with random members. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Our next stream is, what is today? Today is Tuesday, so our next stream's tomorrow. We'll be doing our GAC stream tomorrow at 5. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for giving a damn. Oh, is there someone we can raid? Is there anyone live right now? We'll see if there's anyone live right now. No one doing Swago on YouTube, it looks like. Yeah, no one doing Swago on YouTube. We're gonna raid some random dude. I don't know what this guy's playing or anything, but we're gonna raid some random dude. And then over on Twitch, we got... where was he? I just saw him. There he is. Is there no one playing Swago right now? Hold on. The guy I was gonna raid, he's a Swago content creator, but he's not playing Swago right now. Yeah, no one's doing... Wow. I think this is the first time I've ever been raiding someone on Twitch, and there's no one doing Swago. So we're going to raid a guy who does Swago content, but he's currently playing Star Wars Galaxies, the old MMO from forever ago. And we'll send you guys over to him to hang out with him. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I want you guys to... Well, I can't say this because I've stood up in front of you. Usually I have you guys speculate whether or not I was wearing pants in today's stream, but today you guys know whether or not I'm wearing pants in today's stream. So instead, I want you to go into this next person's chat, and I want you to tell him what your favorite way of eating a potato is. Is it baked potato, mashed potato, funeral potatoes? What is your favorite type of potatoes? So go ahead and go into this next person's chat and just tell them what kind of potato you like most. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.